PA. Hi, you guys. How is everybody? How is everybody? What are we doing? What are we up to? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Where'd everybody go? Everybody's gone. I can't see you guys right now. Oh, I hate this when this happens. I got to plug in. Look, I'm prepared. My phones are both dead, but oh, there you are. Hi. I'm prepared. I'm plugging my phone in. Yes, happy birthday to Jason. That's right. Canadians. We're all Canadians here. Exactly. Happy birthday to little Chirp Chirp. Oh, happy. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, guys. Oh, my God. What's up? Oh, Palmdale. Oh, my God. I got a Palmdale story for you. I got a Palmdale story for you that just happened. Yes, little Chirpy. He's, yes, Chirparoo is 29. He's 29 at 11 p.m. and 43 minutes and 23 seconds. 25 seconds. So 11 p.m. tonight, 11:43 p.m. and 23 seconds was when Chirpy came out. Chirpy came right out and started chirping. So he was like a little bird. I've got that picture somewhere. He's like this. Yes, it just started. He's like this, chirp, chirp, chirp. And he came out and that was it. Thanks, guys. There's another Jason on here. Yeah, 11:40. So close. There you go. Yeah, he was 11. Oh, God, why do I always get this mixed up? 11:43 and 25 seconds. So, yeah, I don't know if I look good. No showering and same clothes for 3 days now. The pajama top, and I was cutting my hair on the side a bit, so I have little pieces of hair. I slept in it. I woke up in it. I got up and went around in it, and now here I am. I'm still in these clothes. So here I am in these clothes. Yeah, you guys, thank you. You guys are so nice. Yes, I think he probably did have a good day. No, he's not yeah, he's not so chirpy. He's not so chirpy now, but he was chirpy when he was a little guy. Yeah, he was cute little Chirpy. Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah, it's his birthday, so I hope he's having cake because I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not privileged to this shit. Yeah, no, he texted me. I texted him, but you know, I don't know what's going on over there. So, you know, whatever. He's a kid. He's going to do his shit, right? I would smell so bad because of menopause. Nope, I smell the same. When babies are teething, they look like little baby. When babies are teething, yeah, they look like babies. Yeah, I just sniff my armpits publicly because, you know, whatever. You haven't combed your hair. If I had hair, yeah, I didn't really comb mine either. I didn't even wash it. I just stuck more gel in it so like it would go like this. Baby wipe the hot spots. That's right. Baby wipe your hooch. Oh, thank you so much for that, Rhonda. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. We all want cake, right? Chirparoo. I know. Chirparoo, right? No, Jason is alive. That's right, Rhonda. Keithy's dead. We know this. But Jason's alive. And so, but we'll send it for Jason's birthday. Either way. Thank you, Rhonda, so much. Okay, wait. Are you going to... I don't invest in anything. I don't do the stock market. I think it's all crap. I don't do cryptocurrency. I think it's bullshit. I think everything is bullshit on this earth and I don't care. So I'm not going to be bothered to play their little earth game of anything. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. But I will tell it. Wait, I've got to show you. First off, I just went to the post office. Okay. So I went to the post office. And I got this. I hope I'm saying this name right. Lovely. This is beautiful. I have not read the Bible, and this is from Stella Yoshimura. I'm saying that wrong. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I'm Canadian, and I butcher every word. Anyway, okay. So she sent me this. Just got it so that I could start reading parts in the Bible. Because I have no clue, okay? I just know what I've heard. So that's like just speaking about what you don't know. So thank you so much for that, Stella. I just picked it up right here. Beautiful. And then Jason is alive, y'all. Yes, he is. He is. This came from Sonia, and this is a painting. Let me show you. Look. Sonia just sent me this painting. Look, you guys. It's I think it's a cherry blossom tree with monarch butterflies. Look, cherry blossoms and butterflies, y'all. Is that what it is? There. Isn't that beautiful? I know. This one, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it's going to go up. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Isn't this pretty? This is from Sonia. So from Stella and Sonia, 2 S names, and I'm Sloan, so that's 3 S names. There it is. So we'll put it over here for now. We'll just put it right there. Yeah, you're looking at my pajamas, which are my leggings, which are my pajamas. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, I'm just going to put it there for now because I'm sitting on the chairs because my butt gets squishy. So anyway, definitely, did you get? Yes, I did get it. Oh, Ingrid, thank you. Yes, I did. Ingrid, I did. Thank God you told me because yes, I did because I'm crazy and I lost the letter, but I gave it to the rascal. So thank you so much. You're sure you're not Southern, y'all? Well, I want to be Southern. That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. Thank you, Ingrid, for that. Yes, Lila gets everything. Everything. Yeah, I've got a pixie hairdo. Anybody else find the energy weird? Okay. So let me tell you a story from Palmdale. There's a story going on in Los Angeles where birds in bird shops like macaws and cockatoos and those kind of birds, right? Those birds are like $6,000. So if you want a pet bird, it's like $6,000 for these birds, right? And there's no birds. Can we be Southern if we want to? Absolutely. So yeah, the birds, they're just flying everywhere and, you know, they're not in the bird stores. So we were looking online because Deanna is looking for a bird since Boogie, she doesn't have Boogie anymore. And he was her, what the hell was he? Now I forget the name of that bird. Anyway, Boogie was a big, pretty bird, right? So we're looking, I know birds should be free, but we're looking for a bird for Deanna's, to bring to Deanna, but she keeps them on her porch and there's lots of birds that come to her porch. Yeah, there's peacocks walking our streets. They run up and down the streets here where I live. No pets for me. I never want to look after anything again in my life. I don't want to look after a man. I don't want to have a conversation with a man. I do not want to have a pet. Now I look so tired. Is that a nice thing to say? That's like saying you look so fat. You look so tired, you tired bitch. That's an insult. Don't say insulting things. If I do look tired, don't tell me. If I am fat, don't say it. If I've got a zit, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I do not want to look at anything, right? I do not want to look. I know it's passive aggressive. You look tired. Do I? No, I'm not tired. I never want to look after another thing on planet Earth again. I want no more pets, and I'm never going to get another pet. No more men. I'm never going to get another man. No more anything. I am never looking after anything ever again in my life. Okay? Do you hear me? Ever. I'm not your maid. You get a man. You got to cook for him. You got to clean for him. You got to fucking listen to them. I'm not doing it. And then they critique you and they're ignorant. Not all men. The ones... Perhaps my marriages would speak that. I'm not doing that. Babies, you know, I watched Keithy and Keithy left the planet. So, and then, you know, their fathers, these boys' fathers will fucking bully and they'll all side with the bully. And so then, you know, whatever. So no, I'm not doing it. I'm not cleaning your toilets. I'm not sitting there while you sit with your fucking lazy ass, drunk ass back on a couch. Usually the type of people I get. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. No. I'm not cleaning a cat litter box. I'm not walking a dog. I'm not doing it. No. All I've done, I was 21. 21. And before that, I was married. All I've done is look after somebody who says I did nothing for 30 years. So, Never. Okay, so not due to health. Yeah, it's an insult. Don't tell me I look tired. It's an insult. If somebody's tired, don't tell them. Do not know how to communicate. I'm sick of people. Stop with your passive aggressive shit on my fucking channel. Do not tell people their weaknesses. Find the good part of their personality. Comment on that. Okay, if somebody's tired, ugly, too much Botox, nose job, fucking big boobs, whatever you don't like, find the thing you like and comment on that, or shut up because you're a bitch. I'm sorry. And that's what I feel. Get off my channel. Do not comment on my tiredness. That's an insult, implying I'm tired. Like, ooh, you poor old tired thing. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. See, I just fucking hate people. I'm so but you see what I'm saying? People come over and they're not over here, but come into people's lives and they're like, instead of saying, I like your top, I like your earrings, I like your eyeshadow, they say, I'm getting a divorce. And I'm told that he gets everything and I get nothing, according to him. Anyway, people come over here and, and they say, you know, I mean, they say shit like that. Pick the positive thing. Don't comment on people's appearance. Don't do that. I may get fat. What are you going to say? You look fat? I mean, who says that? I may have an accident with my scissors. I may have an accident with the scissors. What are you going to say? Fucking scissors cut your hair? You look like a jackass? Don't say that. People who have tired eyes know they have tired eyes. People with zits know they have zits. Fat people definitely know they're fat, okay? People with whatever on their face know they have whatever. Still there. I just went off. I'm like, that's it. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, don't trigger me. Don't trigger me. However, I don't really care what you say because you're irrelevant, but I will not allow you to say that. I'm going to throw it back. That's what I'm going to do. It is passive aggressive. It's so passive aggressive. And people do it all the time. You should see this one. We used to have this bitch relative that would come in our house. She was a female, and I'm not saying the names, just a relative. Just a relative, okay? She would come in the house. Me, Jason, and Keith always had a scale in the living room so we could weigh ourselves. Me, I wanted to make sure I didn't go up in weight. Those kids wanted to go up in weight, okay? So those kids wanted to go up. I wanted to go down. They wanted to go up, right? So we would weigh ourselves. I always weighed myself in the morning, so I know, right? No, it could be another bitch coming in the house. So no, we have lots of female relatives. There's more than one. But anyway, so I would get up. I weigh myself in the morning. So when I gain 5 pounds, that's it. I stop eating. I smarten up. I don't go past 5 pounds, right? Do you have to do what you have? Yeah, exactly. So I weighed myself every morning, and then the kids would step on it, and they want to be closer to 200 pounds. So I'm like, whatever, boys versus girls. So this bitch comes in the house, no joke, okay? No joke. Comes in, stands on the scale and goes, oh my God. This is passive aggressive. Oh my God. Your scale is under 10 pounds. I'm actually 10 pounds heavier at my house. That bitch was calling every single one of us fatter than we were, okay? Do you see that? That's that shit that these people do. Well, you'd be so pretty if you were thinner. You'd look so good if you didn't have short hair. La, 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 la. You need more rest. Just plump that face up. I mean, that's what she said, literally. Oh, my scale. Okay, like, please get out of my house, lunatic. Anyway, yeah, that was actually said. I never forget that shit. I'm just like, you are one passive aggressive person. Oh, your scale's 10 pounds under. Now, if you are that person and you are a mother, okay, and you're a mother of children and you pull that shit, you're going to fuck your kids up. You will fuck your kids up. You will be jealous of your son's girlfriends. You will be a piece of shit as a parent, okay? There, thanks, Jennifer. That's nice. Even if I don't have a pretty face, thank you. Just pretend I do if I don't. So always find something positive to compliment somebody on. Now, if somebody comes out of the car and they got snot coming out of their nose, you should probably say you have snot coming out of your nose, because I hate that. Like toilet paper in your dress, like that. You can tell me that. You're like, excuse me, toilet paper hanging out and your skirt's up your ass, by the way. So you could say that. You could, right? No, I'm not disputing what I look like. I'm just saying, getting a bag of chips. I'm just saying when people say shit, they should really think about what you say about people's appearance, because it's done, and your dress is dangling out of a moving vehicle. Hilarious. Excuse me, lady, you toilet roll hanging out there. Did you shit yourself in the car? Sorry, that's a hiking joke, okay? Never mind. Or a period stain on the back. Yeah. Oh my God, right? Oh my God, never mind. Yeah. I can't even. I got stuck when I did Montel. I told you guys the story. I was stuck on the airlines on the tarmac for 9 hours with JetBlue. I think it was 2008 or whatever. And so I had my period on the plane. I had no food. And I was stuck on there. And yeah, Montel Williams, correct. I did a few of his shows. So I fly from Burbank and then go out there. Anyway, my fellow UFO people, I was a psychic. They were doing UFO stuff. They got on the plane earlier that morning and they were going to Los Angeles. And no, I don't remember Richard Bay. Anyway, I was getting on the, I'm positive I saw you. Okay, you probably did. God knows where I've been. I'm sure somebody saw me somewhere. Anyway, so I'm getting on the plane and my friend's texting me. Her name's Yvonne and she does a lot of regressions for people that have been abducted by aliens and stuff. Anyway, she went out of LAX. I went out of Burbank because I'm right down the street from Burbank, right? Oh, no, I mean on Montel. Okay, yeah, you could have, right? So anyway, yeah, and no one loves you if they let you go around with a booger in your nose. Anyway, I'm on the tarmac and she's texting me. She's like, don't get on the plane. Don't get on the plane. I'm still on the tarmac. She left at 9 that morning. This is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, oh shit. So I stepped, I'll tell you what I thought of Sylvia Brown, honestly. But anyway, I stepped onto the plane and then they shut the doors. And I told you, the kid beside me, okay? So the kid beside me took a sleeping pill. The reason I know this is he said, I'm taking a sleeping pill, right? And I always got food in my teeth because I'm always eating stuff in the car. I compulsively eat. And yeah, I did have long hair, correct. I compulsively eat in my car because I got so used to eating my dinner in the car for years because I couldn't handle walking in the house at dinner time. So I would eat in the car. So now I just eat in the car. Like I literally eat food in the car. It's like weird. It's peaceful in the car. Not the point. Anyway, so the kid who's probably 20 something, probably Jason's age or maybe younger, he's like, yeah, I took a sleeping pill. So I won't be talking to you. If I'm asleep, don't worry. I don't like flying. I just got to get home to my girlfriend, something like this, right? And so 6 hours into this, we're still in New York, JFK on the tarmac, right? Love the egg. We're still on the tarmac. And this kid wakes up. He's like, where are we? I'm like, we haven't left yet. The look on his face was like this. He was like, oh my God, right? So he was there and I'm like, dude, we got like another couple of hours. Yeah, the tag on the dress thing. We got another couple of hours on the airplane, right? So this poor kid was like not drugged flying back. At this point, we're so pissed off. Like I'm running up and down the aisles like a bad child with ADD, like a 5-year-old. And they're like, you need to sit down. I'm like, you need to fucking arrest me because I'm not sitting down. I'm like, I'm hungry. I've got my period. Like the whole plane knew I had my period. I wasn't going in the bathroom. So I really couldn't eat anything. I was like this, jumping up and down. I was doing stretches on the airplane. I was like, like this. So I was like that spastic kid that runs up and down, up and down, up and down. And they kept yelling and they're like, we're going to call the police. I'm like, can I open the hatch? I'm ready to fucking jump out the hatch. I don't care. No, seriously. So Like 9 hours later, the plane took off. It was either 8 or 9. And I was like, bang my head against the wall. And they're like, we're going to put free movies on for you, but we can't do it till the plane starts. And I was like, ah, I was just like, oh my God, just like seriously. The guy beside me was like, does anybody have medicine? Because I need to tune her out. I was just like crazy. And then there were people in the back. And so we were throwing things through the plane, like paper airplanes and the things back and forth. People were taking it very seriously and they had their glasses on and they were like frowning. And then people were telling me to shut up. And I'm like, you shut up. So I know you are, but what am I? No, it's Jason's birthday today, Wendy. Jason is here on Earth and it's his 29th birthday. Keithy is a Sag and his birthday's in December and he's in heaven. So yeah, we were still, didn't they? Yes, they changed the law after that flight. I literally was on that flight. I thought I was going to kill myself on the flight. I was like, and then people were just talking to me and I couldn't, there were a ton of actors in the back. Everybody was going back to LA. I mean, there were a ton of famous people, some of them acting as mental as I was. I was just like some very well-known people in the back of the plane running around going like this, telling jokes over here, people taking their clothes off over there. I'm throwing paper airplanes to the back, telling them, I'm PMSing, I'm hungry, and they have no food on the plane, okay? Peanuts. I'm not eating peanuts because if I have an allergic reaction, you're going to lock that door, and I'm not going to get off the plane. Okay, I didn't say anything about Sylvia Brown. Somebody else did. You said, what did I? No, I am. I'm like an AD. This is what happens to me at a traffic light. When somebody doesn't turn quick enough, I start pounding on the wheel. I'm like, please, please, please. Wait, Sylvia Brown was paid off to do her thing. I don't know if she was paid off or not. I have no idea. Like, I know people that think Sylvia was a good psychic. I never had a reading from her. The only experience I had with her, when a superior power want to take it all. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello from Midland, Ontario. So the only thing I know, Jason texted me. I talked to him this morning. I called him. I'm the mom. So I called my little boy. No, Jason's not in heaven, for goodness sakes. Keithy's in heaven. Jason, thank you for saying that, but Jason is on Earth. Keithy is on the other side. Let's not mix that up, please. No, I said Linda Georgian had a plant in the audience. I didn't say Sylvia did. No, the only thing I know about Sylvia is when I did Montel, I was like the mistress. So I would come into the studio in those teeny tiny New York elevators, okay? Teeny tiny New York elevators. So that's my phobia of elevators, cramming 8 people in winter clothing into a stifling small spot gives me a panic attack, okay? So anyway, they would put me, so there'd be 3 or 4 shows going on. What did you think, Julie, of Sylvia Brown? I truthfully never got a reading with her, but I know people that like her. So, I mean, there are people, she's a typical psychic in her presence. I mean, she's not. Psychics come as personalities. Like, we don't, just because we're psychic, we're not all spiritual, okay? I'm in a human body, so I can fuck it up like the rest of the human beings. In fact, I do. And I don't necessarily think she wasn't psychic. They put psychics like that on camera that maybe aren't as articulate and look a particular way, which was her look. So I'm not critiquing that. I'm just saying they like a certain image. If you put a really, modern looking psychic on there may be a problem with that because they can't make you look as crazy. The media wants to make you look crazy, okay? That's what it is. So with her nails, they love to make her look crazy. That's what it is. It's Long Island Medium, same thing. They want to make her look over the top so they can invalidate what she says. Look at the crazy bitch. She wears this, or she has boobs, or she has blonde, or whatever. But this is just what I'm telling you. So I would go to Montel. I think I did it 3 times, and they would hide me, these producers, up in another, and they don't want articulate. They want us to look like, lose our temper. It's like puppetry, because psychics can see, and we do know things about educating people. Not every psychic, obviously, whatever. Her son claims he's psychic. He might be psychic. My Jason is super psychic. You'll never get him to do a reading though, and he might cuss you out if you even say, "Are you psychic?" He'll be like this. That's Jason if you ask him, okay? So anyway, Sylvia, they hid me in another green room because, yeah, Lila's is sensitive as well, very much so. I told you, Lila brought my father through at age 3, so she's born that way. Anyway, they put me in another, thank you for all the wonderful birthday wishes for Chirparoo. Chirp, Chirparoo. I'm Lila. They put me in another green room so that Sylvia wouldn't know I was there. So they filmed Sylvia's segments, and then in came the mistress psychic. That's right, the mistress. I was the other woman in terms of psychic. So they would hide me and I'd be by myself so that Sylvia wouldn't see that I was there, and then they'd call me out. I did not like her. I didn't like her. Yeah, Montel was cheating with me. No, Renee's producers were. Chirparoo. No, I don't know that Sylvia was a fraud. Honestly, I really don't. Just because she got information wrong, I don't know. I give great thanks to her because I came up at the same time as her. I was much younger. And I started on camera in Canada. So I was in Canada over there at 15 doing my stuff. Understand, when you go in and do those audience readings, a lot of times I did like Montel. A lot of times they want to tell you what it is you're going to be doing. And if she feels something and it's not right. Now, I know that little girl, I think it was Amanda Berry, the little girl in Ohio. Remember the 3 that got kidnapped by the weirdo, right? I don't know John Edwards at all. I never had any experience with him. Anyway, yeah, I feel like she was quite knowledgeable all around, but they're going to mock psychics. That's why I stayed sober. That's why I stay the way I look. That's why I present myself the way I do and try to speak in an educated way. Although I swear, which in my family, we got some bitches in the family that are like, oh my God, you're swearing. At least I don't swear like you. Well, no, you don't, but you cheat, you drink, and you do a bunch of drugs. So shut up with the swearing, for God's sakes. Anyway, so when you're psychic, what Amanda Berry, yeah, when you're psychic and you have kids, you will get threatened by people in society. They will call your kids, tell your kids that you're evil, call your kids, whatever, tell your kids that you're a piece of shit. Family members will do it if they want to overthrow your power. Well, your mom's fucking crazy or whatever, right? So when Sylvia was talking to Amanda Berry's mom and she said she was dead, okay, when she said that, the next thing out of her mouth was, you won't see your daughter till you die. Okay, well, the mom died before Amanda was found, and it's true. She won't see her daughter because she is dead and her daughter's alive. It's not a bad thing. It was just reversed. Psychic information is coming like through a funnel. Thank you for the birthday wishes for Chirpy. It's coming through a funnel. And when you're on camera, you have to grasp it, okay? So you've got to grasp it. So I don't know that Sylvia's fake. I mean, I have personal people, friends of mine that went to her and swear by her, okay? Like she nailed it. No psychic is 100% right. Sometimes people come for readings and they are vampires and they are, oh yeah, she was shot. She was shot in the chest. That's very interesting. Keep in mind, when psychics are not 100%. Take what you will from them and not. They're not here to fix your life or whatever, okay? Go for pizza with your son. We're not here to fix anybody's life. We're here to be of assistance to the best that we can. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's not. See your dad's, what did you think, Julie, of your dad's girlfriend? No, I told you the Miss Cleo story. I told you about that, what happened. She was a figurehead for telecom communications, which is run by the mob, which was Psychic Friends Network, and they got shut down by the telecommunications agency people in America, whatever. So they couldn't put the business in their name. So Miss Cleo took the business over, taking all of the legal responsibility so that if there was any impropriety done, she would be legally culpable for it. So it was, yes. No, Dionne Warwick. I did work with Dionne, and I did work with Jason was 8 months old. I was in the green room. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, Dionne Warwick. That was Linda Georgian, and Linda Georgian. I worked for Linda. So yeah, I mean, Linda was with Dionne, and the only way Linda could get her show on air was if she brought in a celebrity. So Dionne Warwick was her client, okay? So, and Linda, well, she died about 3 years ago, okay? And so, yeah, what the hell was the name? Now I forget the name of Linda's. It wasn't Psychic Friends Network. It was another, was it Psychic Friends? Might have been. I'm so confused at what I did. But I have a picture of Dionne and it's just 8 months after I've given birth to Jason. And yeah, so I did that show, and Linda did have a plant in the audience. Okay, she did. But again, they don't want you to make mistakes on camera. Okay, they don't want you to do that. So yeah, talk amongst yourself. I know, what's his name? You know who I mean? Canadian, whatever. Yeah, them. They don't want you to make mistakes on camera because you can't make mistakes. You're not allowed to be human and psychic. They want you to go out there and be like, I'm a magician, because it just leads to discrediting you. People want to discredit you, okay? Now, Alison Dubois, I don't know her personally either, but here's what I will tell you. No, he has MS. Montel has MS. Here's what, Sylvia was a trailblazer. She was teaching classes in the Bay Area before she got the TV show, before that, I did a show in 91 in Los Angeles, and it was Sylvia, James Van Prague, and me, 3 of us, 92. It might have been just after Jason. Anyway, she started coming up in the television market, and it was her time, okay? It was her time. Yeah, I don't know anything about the other people. Tyler Henry has a particular look, and if you can read it on Wikipedia, that's not really a psychic reading. That's why I don't like doing famous people all the time. I don't know about the Long Island Medium. I haven't done it. Alison Dubois, I watched her on The Housewives of Beverly Hills. When they got, well, first they fed her alcohol in the back because they wanted to cause some kind of a bitch. Keith's making a, that where I don't even know where he is. I can't see, but that's so good. Jason will be happy to hear that. Anyway, yeah, Dead Famous was her show. Was I on Dead Famous? Oh yeah, Rita Hayworth, right? Was that it? If that's Dead Famous. Yes, Dead Famous. That's the Rita Hayworth episode. Yeah, I started doing TV as a psychic when I was 15. Okay, so that's many years ago. In fact, that's 40 years ago. Do you hear me? 40 years ago. And, you know, I did my bit parts and my people. I know nothing about Doreen Virtue at all. Nothing. Chris Fleming was the host. There you go. I know nothing about whoever you just said. No, it went out of my head. The hell went out? Who did you just say? Some people I know nothing about. No idea. I'm adopted, so I don't know. Oh, Doreen Virtue. Yeah, well, here's the thing. If Doreen Virtue really feels for whatever reason that she doesn't want to be psychic anymore or whatever, write your dreams down about John Gotti. That's great. If Doreen Virtue doesn't want to do it, I mean, we can't pick on her. What are we going to do? Thank you, you guys. That's so nice after being told I'm tired. Look, I'm tired. Anyway, yeah, well, Doreen Virtue's style and delivery of reading is how some people do it. They're like, I'm an angel reader, so I connect to the highest realm. Well, then who are you reading for if you connect to the highest realm? Because there are many types of energies. People's parents are not all living up there in goody-goody fairyland. Some people had gangsters as fathers. Some people had crooked cops. Some people had bar owners. Some people had drug addicts as fathers. Some people have molesters as fathers. Some people had all kinds of people as fathers, okay? Some people's fathers are the Kennedys. You know, some people's fathers are Charles Manson. So you can't just, quote, connect to the highest realm like your superior, because your clients might want you to talk to their relative. And their relative, okay, um, their relative is important to them. So if you are truly going to help humanity, you are going to read people's people, whoever their peoples are, right? Whatever their people are. So you're going to do that. I mean, Saddam Hussein had kids, so, you know, that's what I'm saying. So that's what you're going to do. Phony psychics give, yeah. Psychic, yeah, there's always a double balance. Correct, Jess, there is. So Doreen Virtue, when she just went with the angel readings, like, I'm special, I'm going to float up above everybody. Well, I don't know what to say. That's good for you that you think you're that special. I'm glad that you think you're that special. Have a nice day. Because my clients come from all types of lives. Some of the very, very prominent, some of the less prominent, and everyday people who want to know. And it's everyday people. It's important. I mean, you're not better because you're reading angels. Some of the angels could be fallen demons. I mean, you don't know what they are. We don't really know what we're doing. We just have to go by what we feel. And it's just that way. Non-kinky Virgos. That's nice. They're on here. Yeah, I don't know about Kim Russo. I like that show. I've watched it a few times. My daughter is 21 and is 21 on the 27th. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so you never know what people, you know, what is there. All I can tell you is, you know, I've done this for a very, very long time. This is what I chose to do. Am I good? Am I bad? I don't know. And I don't look at it that way. I try I'm a hardcore Christian and I still do readings. There's nothing, yes, that's a new painting. Sonia sent me that painting and it's beautiful. And I thanked her at the beginning, but that's why I like, yeah, well, no, it is both sides though. The people that come to you are both sides. It's not just like people can show up at your door and they can be dressed to the nines and they can act like they're good people and they're not good people. But still, you do your job. I don't care what you are. My job is my job. So that is my job. You get it? Like if you're a doctor and they tell you to operate on somebody, you're going to operate on somebody. I mean, you're not going to go, well, this guy's a prick to his kids, his wife. He didn't pay his child support. I'm not operating. Your job is as a doctor. That's what you are supposed to do, right? So I bet you have, yeah, I've read all kinds of people. And I try not to judge it because we're all on different paths. But yeah, I've read some people, and as my energy changes, the clientele changes that comes to me, right? So yeah, I wouldn't watch any bands anymore. I just can't entertain any of it anymore. But yeah, when you're reading people, different things come through. And I will tell you this, just because, okay, so in order to be a teacher, so look at psychics as a way of educating you because they have stopped our ability to understand. Do you listen? I do when I'm running sometimes, but not a lot. I do for my Instagram things, but just the things that I can download when I have no reception, honestly, on my phone. That's about what I listen to, and for whatever reason. Anyway, when you're looking at people who are psychic or educating or whatever, there's never one way. So when you listen to, you probably smell coffee because somebody from the other side is there. So what you do is you give the information you know. Keep in mind, psychics also educate about the other side because these things have been shut down, to us. Depressed, do you see me in the same clothes? I keep piling the same makeup. I spent my entire life depressed, yes. Every time I do readings all day, I have to take a nap. So yes, I get depressed. Yes, I'm depressed. My son died. I'm definitely depressed. That doesn't mean I'm going to do anything about it. Maybe we look into depression too much, right? Maybe we look at depression in the wrong way. Maybe that's just part of what we are here. I don't know anything about Chip Coffee. My friend used to produce his show. That's all I know. That's all I know. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, real people get depressed, don't they? I mean, do I take drugs for it? No. Do I do anything else for it? No, I don't. There's nothing, I mean, I don't do anything for it. So I'm not so depressed I'm going to go shoot up. No, I've actually been depressed. Yeah, it is a phase of grieving. But doing the readings, I mean, people suck the life out of you at times. And I had a hard time with it when I was younger. I was, my whole kid's life, I was in bed. But there was also, a lot of stuff going on around me. And I really can't handle the energy. Oh, yeah, Alison Dubois. How do you close your readings? I don't close them. I literally go out and run. I don't do a lot of that. I mean, I protect myself and stuff, but people are throwing shit at you all day long. Don't kid yourself. There's people that hate you. There's people that don't want you to do what you do. You have family members throwing shit at you. There's people that want to consume you. There's people that want to gag you. There's people that just hate you because they're your neighbor and whatever. There's just people that whatever, There's just people who want to fucking fuck with you, right? So, and people on the other side, oh my God, a lot of times I talk about people on the other side and I can feel them actually boom, right? Oh, I'm out of body a lot. Thank you so much for that. Drank a bottle of, oh my God, wait, let's hear this. Somebody drank a bottle of wine. Oh, I just went to look at this and somehow I ended up on TikTok. Drank a bottle on the 4th, blacked out, can't remember anything I did was I pushed out of my body. Okay, that's an interesting question. Drank a bottle of wine on the 4th. Sorry, when I clicked on her thing, a TikTok came through and I ended up on TikTok. Yes, I do know how to protect myself. Absolutely. I've been doing this for years. Absolutely. But you are never going to protect yourself from somebody who wants to do something. If somebody wants to rob your house, they're going to rob your house. So I protect myself and I pray to God. I go to God with that. Right? So, anyway, the blacking out can be different things. The blacking out can be literally stepping out of the body, but can also be what you consider to be blacked out and you were asleep and don't remember what you were doing. But the problem with alcohol, and alcohol is one of the worst drugs because, or whatever you want to do it. Exactly. But when you black out, things come into your body. Now, people don't believe that. But ask yourself why the Vatican gives money for exorcism if that's not a thing, okay? So we know the Catholic Church won't part with his money for jack shit when they molest everybody, but they do have money for exorcisms. So why do they have that? Why? Because they're crazy? You want to call me crazy? You want to say it's just this? In order to get into a human, I don't know what you did, Nora. I'm fine with whatever you did. Whatever you're apologizing for, it's fine. I don't know what you did. And I love you anyway, so don't worry about it. The only people I don't love are people who turn my children against me, okay? So when I find out that you say shitty things, no, I don't know what Nora did. Was I mad at Nora? I don't know what she did. I'm like, oh. Anyway, night terrors can be alien. They can be bad spirits. They can be a bunch of things. Okay, Alison Dubois. I was watching The Housewives of Beverly Hills. So Alison's there. She's been drinking. Not good for a psychic because they tell the truth. And she's sitting between Taylor and somebody else. And they're like making fun of her, provoking her, because it's always about making fun of the psychic. Okay, always about making fun of the psychic. Yes, Kyle, there. Yeah, well, no, it wasn't Kyle. It was Taylor. She was between them, and she's like, your husband's going to die. And it was Taylor's husband who hung himself, suicided. You know what I'm saying? So she said, no, not Taylor Dane. I don't know who the woman is on. I don't watch The Housewives. I happened to re-Google that when she said it, okay? So that's what she did. Yeah, hung himself. Obviously, she was famous for what? And he hung himself. Taylor Armstrong, is that her name? Yeah, I don't even know who that is, with Alison Dubois. But she was spot on. And that's called when you fucking bug somebody who's psychic, they will twist your mind up like that and fucking say it. And you'll think they did it to you, but it's not that. It was already going to happen and they were holding back. No, it's not Taylor Dane, the singer, Taylor Armstrong, I guess. So that's what happened. So it's very interesting. Yeah, also told off Kyle. She should tell these fucking people off, but understand The networks. Yes, I eat ice cream. Sorry, I'm a Leo. I do eat ice cream. I eat a lot of ice cream. Yeah, they were suicided, exactly. So when you go into a TV show, I learned how to just say, okay? I learned how to just say. They'll tell me, we want you to read this, and they try to tell you what's going on so you come across as right, like trick you so that they can turn around and say that you were given the information so that oh, look, not a compliment. Oh, you got your haircut is not a compliment. Oh, yeah, no, it's not a compliment. Whoever just said that. However, yeah, whatever. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know why people say bullshit. They say bullshit. But anyway, wait, thank you. I had a oh my God, honey. No, no, no liver failure. But understand, I love coffee ice cream. Understand, okay, wait, Allison didn't, no, Allison needs to respond to bitch-ass Beverly Housewives that think they're all that because they're in the Illuminati with their money and their bullshit, and they're gonna mock you when you're psychic. Do you like being mocked for what you do? I don't. Why are you mocking me? The psychic is saying. So don't mock people for what they do, because when someone dies in your family, you're going to fucking knock on a psychic's door, a medium's door, an astrologer's door, because that's the first thing I did when my son died. Exactly. It is mocking, and they do it on TV on purpose. They do it on TV on purpose. That's how they produce these shows. That's why they're going out of style. That's why all of their money is being spread out on YouTube and other people's websites and all kinds of things, because the psychics can do the work better on their own and showcase their own personalities without being controlled by a network that wants to make them look batshit crazy and is actually afraid of them when you read them. Do you know how many network meetings I went to where I read people and I was accurate, and they don't like that? You will never get hired if you're accurate. They don't want that. They don't. Exactly. Camille Grammer is one of them. Exactly. I will. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. So you've got to be careful. TV is scripted 9 out of 10 times. Even when the psychic's doing the reading, I had to learn how to not argue with them, because they would tell me they want you. I want you. The $1 million listing, when I did that, the director was like, I want you to, it's very scary. We want you to make it scary. And by the way, I wasn't their first choice. They were like licking the bottom of the barrel when they picked me. Whoever their psychic was canceled, and then another one canceled. So the only person they could get was me. They didn't want me exactly, but they could get me. So they're like, okay, this bitch is coming. And I was coming from the valley. I was actually up on the side of a mountain. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in a couple of hours. 2 people canceled on them. So when I walked in, the director's like, you need to make this scary. Well, it wasn't scary what I was picking up, okay? I wasn't scared. It wasn't scary, right? So, I mean, the ghost wasn't scary in the house. Great for you, 18 years sober. So the ghost wasn't scary, right? So I just said to the director, sure. And then I did what I wanted to do. So once that camera's rolling and they've spent that money, I'm going to speak the way I want to speak, not the way you want me to speak, because you think you know how a psychic should respond, because you don't know how a psychic should respond, because you're whatever you are. So that's what I did. Before I would try to convince them, like, you need to do it this way because I'm feeling this spirit, and they're like, you will do it this way. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then they go, okay, now we're going to get you walking in with the realtor. And so I'd walk in, and they were all trying to be really scary. And I would just do the reading the way I choose to do it, because I'm not going to make it up, because then that's going to, I know they did a lot of pilots. Okay, with psychics, and then hired actors to travel around as psychics to have earpieces in their ears. That's right. And do readings for the audience. Some of them were even blonde and they did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, that's what they do, because they want to make money. Understand, if you're going to be famous on TV, they're going to prostitute you. Kim Russo seems real. Yeah. Well, I mean, she seems real. I don't know her personally. I can only tell you what I know. And if I haven't had a reading with them, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, they've been fraudulent. Now, you could say, Yeah, stay away from the truth. That's what they want. But you could say anybody is fake at anything they do. I mean, doctors right now are pretty fake. The ones that are saying you need to inoculate yourself, like what the hell are you saying? You're a doctor and you're saying that? That's your advice to a very healthy person with an immune system is they need to shove this shit. You need to shove this shit in their arm? I mean, what's that? What's that? What's that? The masks actually say they don't work. You need to do that? What's that? What's that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, my best friend reads for me, Deanna, and I have other psychic friends and astrologer friends. Absolutely. When Keith died, it's all I could hold on to, and I'm so grateful for every single person that reached out. Are you kidding? My son died, and I could not pick it up. No, I wouldn't do a TV show now if I was offered. No, I wanted to, and I wasted my time in my life trying to aspire to what this world does. I got caught in the trap, and this is why I did the YouTube. I did what I wanted to do. I'm not going to be under anybody else's control. I'm never going to do what anybody wants. There's no way I'm ever going to do it. No, never. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to do it. There's not any amount of money that's going to make me work for a satanic network. No, never. Not gonna. I wanted to when my kids were growing up, and it took so much of my time and fucked with my head, and my stuff got stolen. All of my stuff got stolen, okay? All of my stuff got stolen. I actually had a best friend that took my pilot, turned around and sold it and switched me out of it, and then sold it as her idea. Okay. It didn't go to air like that, but okay. Sure. Yeah. Fuck off. I don't need to do it. I always have made money on my own. I don't need to be anything to anybody. But yeah, I think that's true with Keith, I don't know. I just don't think I could do it. I just don't think I can do it. I can do this work. I'm under nobody's control. I can do YouTube. I can go running. I don't have to shower. I don't have to do anything. Why do I want to show up in a network and have some fucking person who can control my mouth? It's bad enough on here. It's bad enough in my real life. I don't want my mouth controlled. I don't want to be controlled. I never want to be controlled. Ever. I'm going to do only what I want to do, and I don't care, and nobody can control me because you can't complain about me to me because I'm the boss of me. You get it? So I worked my life like that so that I didn't have to fall into it. So I'm really glad I didn't get a TV show or get a TV series because I would have been under the control of other people, and it would have hurt my ego. My ego was not good because a lot of people say shitty things and do shitty things and mock you, and a lot of people fall victim to that. So no, I wasn't going to do that. So I'm free. I'm as free as you can be. I had a little client today message me that she wanted to take acting classes. Have you done lives with other? No, I don't really do them with other YouTube. I don't want to do anything with anybody. I don't want any pets. I don't want another man. I have my one child left. I have Lila, and I have Kenna, and I have Paige, and that is all I want. That is what I will contribute to for the rest of my life. I did it for 33 years, okay? And before that, I did it before. I'm not taking care of another man. The only man that's ever coming into my life is one who isn't a bitch with their mouth, meaning they don't undermine me with passive aggressive, and Baby Jack, and Zuli Patuli. Anyway, they don't undermine me with their passive aggressive words. I should do a show with Estelle. That's different. Estelle's different. So I don't want to do it like, I just really don't. I'm not listening to a man tell me what a piece of shit parent I am, or what a bad person I am, or make comments about me. And Deanna, of course, Deanna, but I'm just not doing it anymore. So the man would have to come to me. The man would have to come to me on equality. And if he fucking asked me where I went in the middle of the night, yeah, I can't. I'm not listening. I'm not going to I'm not proving myself ever again to a man who tries to tell me I'm not what I say I am and I'm lying because he's got the issue. I'm not doing it. Ladies, don't do it. If a man always questions you and makes you prove yourself, Don't do it. It's not worth it, even if you have kids with them, okay? Even if you have kids with them, don't do it. Don't. It doesn't matter. Die alone. Literally die alone. Pay a hooker. I don't know. Just die alone. Never doing it again. Never doing it again. Do you hear me? No litter boxes, no dog walking, none of that. And by the way, old men in California, okay, will get a girlfriend before somebody that's younger, but over the age of 30. That's what will happen, because these fucking men, and I fell for it, an older man, 20 years older. Big mistake, ladies. He's trying to control you. Don't let him do it. If a man can't deal with a woman his fucking own age, then you know he's an asshole. That's why he's dating younger. Sorry, don't yell at me. This is just what I've learned. If you can't date somebody within a reasonable context, not decades younger than you, then you've got a fucking problem. And you want to control that woman because because I don't talk to him anymore, but you want to control that woman because she's younger. So when she's younger, 20, 21, and you're in your 40s, you're a fucking asshole. Granted, you make your own choices, but age does matter. Don't kid yourself. Age matters, because when you're a young woman, you're listening. You are listening. Well, sure, of course he could be boring. You are listening. I've been separated since 6 months before Keith died. And I tried to be nice. My child died. Literally was married 33 years. 33. With him 33. Married 30. So I get the gold star for fucking doing that. Doing that, period. Okay? Yeah, younger men are annoying. That's true. When I think of dating somebody Jason's age, because I was John's daughter's age, but when I think of dating someone Jason's age, I'm like, oh, hell no. I'd just be going crazy, right? Exactly. No hamburger either. That's correct. Yeah, let's see. I know they started doing that. But anyway, if you are a young woman and you think an older man is stable, you know, and I literally said to John, why the fuck did you marry me? And he's like, well, because you were smart and you talk different. I'm like, you're full of shit. You are full of shit. No man in his 40s is marrying a 20-year-old because she's that fucking smart, okay? Be serious, all right? It's because she's compliant and lets you get away with shit until she gets smart and gets older. It's not daddy. Why do we say daddy issues? How about the daddy has fucking daughter issues? How about the old guy has fucking kid issues? How about that? How about the older man wants to fuck his daughter so he finds a counterpart her age? How about that? Why don't we fucking think that way? Why is it always I have? No, John did not marry me because he loved me. Nice try. That's just bullshit. How about the old guy has the problems, okay? How about that? The young girl, we know what she has. She's looking for stability. She's looking for parental help. She's looking for guidance. She's looking for all kinds of things. But what is the old guy looking for when he's dating somebody 20 years younger? What is he looking for? Somebody his daughter's age. Right. I wasn't looking, the old guy does want financial support when the woman grows up. That's right. But ask yourself that. So, Billy Clinton, exactly. So, I don't think I was a trophy wife. I don't think that, but because I didn't really do what he did. I don't go to bars. I don't drink. I don't do that shit. I exercise. So I'm not really a trophy anything. Anna Nicole Smith, exactly. I'm not a trophy. That's not what I was. And I am intelligent. But no, I wasn't a hot commodity. It was a control thing. I really believe, there you go. And exactly. I really believe it was a control thing. I don't believe it was like I don't think I was anyone's trophy. I was getting too beaten up by the people around me for fucking dating him like he was the trophy. That's what was going on. Not saying he wasn't, but I don't believe a word of it now. So I've come to a different point. I got 2 kids. It's Bastille Day and Jason's, yes, exactly. He was going to save me. He was going to save me. The whole family hated me. From day one, because I married him. It was about him, and I was taking advantage of him. Was he gay? I hope not. I don't think he was gay. No. But I had literally 2 children. But here's the problem. If you have children with a man that wants to control you, okay? Well, we're similar because we made mistakes. If you have children, and I'm going to say this out loud. I'll say it to his face. I'll say it to the attorney. I'll say it to anybody. Only gay when Mr. Furley on the Ropers is around. Oh, John Ritter, Jack Tripper. Yeah, see, John Ritter, Jack Tripper. Isn't that interesting? But here's the thing I will say. If you marry an older man who wants to control you, is jealous of you, calls you a whore, things like this, okay? And then says to you, I haven't cheated in the last 20 years, but you've been married 30. You're like, I can hear you. I can fucking hear you. I heard what you fucking said, right? Oh my God. And then he's like, no, I didn't mean that. Like 20, 30, whatever. Okay. Then we were out at dinner. No, I'm not sure. You can't try couples counseling. He thinks he's right. He thinks he's right. He's right about everything. I know, right? So we're at dinner. I'm going to tell this story because it pisses me off so bad. I have no outlet. So I'm at dinner and one of his friends comes in the restaurant and taps him on the back and says, he's such a good guy. And I'm thinking to myself, I fucking know who he is. I've been married to him. So this guy obviously doesn't know I'm his wife. Number one, it's water with lemon. It's water with Starbucks. I get ice water with lemon. And my coffee is here. Anyway, the guy obviously doesn't know I'm his, wife, right? So then the guy goes back to his table and John looks at me and goes, oh, he probably thinks I paid you for the night. So you're calling me a whore in a different way, are you? And then I said to him, the fuck are you talking to me like that for? And he's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, you're calling me a fucking whore. You're passive aggressive, you prick. That is what he said. That is what he said. This was in the past 3 months. Yes. He said, that guy probably thinks I paid. Yes, he has no respect for me because after all, I was a stripper, y'all. So I made a mistake. And I realized it 30 years later. And I'm saying it out loud. So please, everybody message him and let him know. Okay? Did you kick John in the head? No, I didn't. I just said, why are you calling me a whore? He's like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Absolutely. Every single comment is that. And then it's like, why do you swear so much? Because you're an idiot. That's why. Yeah, my kids should know this. But anyway, if you're going to marry an older man, no, don't be sorry. I married him. It's my choice, but it was a mistake, okay? It was a mistake. And I'm saying that. Never mind. It was a mistake. When you're young, you make a mistake. So, no, I doubt I'll have a wonderful relationship because I'm not letting anybody in my house because I will have to take care of them, and I'm not doing that. Of course, if you talk to him, he paid the mortgage for 30 years. Here's the thing, ladies. If you're married to a man who says, I'll pay the mortgage out of my bank account and you pay for the kids' braces, the kids' glasses, the kids' sports, the furniture, you redo the house, you do shit, you buy the blankets, you buy the soap, you buy the whatever, the bastard will say, oh, well, we're going to go into court and I paid the mortgage. You did nothing else. I'm sorry. Excuse me? Yeah. Lesson learned, karma done. I think I had this conversation last night too, but not publicly. Anyway, no, it's just bullshit. Don't get married with somebody. I know, right? Like he paid the mortgage. Okay, you fucking idiot. Yeah, of course. Of course you paid the mortgage. Are you not supposed to? He's like, you bought shitty food. Kids, you didn't feed the kids. You beat the kids in their car seat. I'm like, who and what are you saying? That's getting thrown at me now. Just so you know, I beat the kids when they were teenagers. Teenagers. Got it? I chased their little asses down the street when they were doing their fuckery, okay? So I never beat a kid in a car seat, all right? I probably slapped them on the knee. I probably did that. I probably picked their little bodies up and threw them in the car seat when they wouldn't come in. But, no, seriously. So I stuck it out. I believe I stuck it out. All right. My ex-husband regretted. Yeah, well, that's it. I have a public platform. So I decided to actually talk about it, which I'm probably going to get in shit for, but I hope his family tunes in because I hate all of you. So there, I did the best I could, and I've learned next life I don't ever have to deal with him again. Cord is cut. Marriage is very overrated. For you that have good marriages, that's maybe not your karma. That's might not be your karma. There's different points in your chart where I'm just so pissed at being told that I've been told I was evil. And he actually said to me, I can't believe I married another piece of shit mother for my children. That's what he said to me. So not only did he insult his first wife in that conversation, he insulted me. And so I don't even know that his first wife did the shit that he says she did. I'm not even trying to win. I'm trying to free myself. That's all I'm trying to do. So now I free myself. That's it. I don't know if he's a loser or not. We might not just get along, and this is another thing. If you marry somebody that you have to correct every single time they open their mouth, you probably should walk the fuck away from them. So I didn't understand that I didn't need to fucking defend myself constantly against that. And I really am traumatized from it because I have one son left who is like agreeing to go out for dinner with me tonight if I make arrangements with his father. Nope. Not happening. Not doing it. So I said, just let me know where the dinner is and I will show up and pay for it. But I'm not talking to him now. I can't. It's so aggravating to me he doesn't. They defend their father. And so it is emotional blackmail. I know exactly what it is. It doesn't matter. I love my son. So that's all that matters. And I had my son. And so that's all that matters. But that was 30 years of that. That was bullshit. And I will never. No, I stayed. I should have left when the kids were little, but I was afraid. Now, keep in mind, if you're psychic, and I'm sure every psychic on the planet has had this, ignore his dad and haven't. No, Jason won't. Well, yes, I know, but then I have to make the plans and talk to his father, and I don't want to. Yeah, so anyway, I'm literally showing Keith's bench out there, I told you, and I'm filming it on YouTube, and John's got to talk to one of Keith's friends about going to the strip club. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what are you doing? I filmed that one, though. So that's public, so that he can see his own behavior publicly. There you go. I wish so much I could leave. Yeah, I wish for a long time. Jason turned 29 today. Of course he's manipulating him. They all want me to be the piece of shit in the family. I can't even talk about it. I'm not even going to go any further. Shut up. Yeah. Shut up. No, what made me leave? I thought about dying still being in that marriage, and I thought I would die if I had to remain if he lived another 30 years. And that's not his fault. I should have left earlier, but I was too cowardly myself. That's something you need to learn. I was very, 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 very cowardly about not leaving. I was afraid to fight him. Okay? For my children. Afraid like shit. So I don't know what would have happened. I didn't have the money to get a lawyer at the time. I had the money to pay the bills that I was paying. He will continue to tell you how many boob jobs I've had and mock me for that. Talk about my plastic surgery. That comes up everything. I've never touched my face. My boobs are fake, and I got them lifted after I had those babies, gained 100 pounds. So sue me, but all I hear about is my plastic surgery, all your plastic surgery. I don't do Botox. Nothing's in my lips. This is my face. What's under my boobs? I didn't want it to hit my knees. You know what I'm saying? Oh, every day, your plastic surgery. I had to mortgage the house to pay your plastic surgery. No, I'm just saying I don't do it. However, the women in his family, every month get Botox, got nose jobs, got boob jobs. What are you talking to me for? This is my face. I'm covered from here down. There, I let it all out. No, Jason is fine. I talked to Jason this morning. I talked to Jason this morning, so it's fine. I will see Jason when he sees fit, but I'm going to get plastic. That's what I said. Last conversation. Here's what I said. I'm going to take my money and start fixing shit, which I'm not going to do because not right now. I've got too much business, but yeah, Jason should stay out of it. That's exactly right. But Jason should also have a separate relationship with his mother and his father. We don't have to be there together. That's his father's control. That's his father's problem. Or it's Jason's control. I'm not really sure which it is. I think it's his father's. But the last thing I said when he said about my plastic surgery, he's talking about things under my clothes. And we all know this. It's been 20 years since I did that. And I gained 100 pounds twice, okay? So whatever he said, I said, now I'm going to take all the money I make. I'm giving it to a cat shelter. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, he is. I'm giving it to a cat shelter. And I'm going to help other people with their plastic surgery goals, okay? Whatever they want to do. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. And after Keith died, he told me my son didn't love me. He literally said Keith hated you. We almost got into a fist fight. He literally said it. He literally said that to me. He said that to me after Keith died. That is what he fucking said to me. He said, your son didn't even fucking like you. I talked to him every night. He was pissed off that you moved out with the kitchen table. That's what he said. Oh God, I was so numb that I was like, I can't describe that. Now it's coming out like I've got diarrhea of the mouth. No, I got on the floor and covered my face because he was over me. I got on the floor and covered my face, and he said, look at you. You're a coward just like you were when you were younger. That's what he said. And I then taped it. That's what I said. That's what he did. That's what I'm saying, and I'm saying it publicly. And I didn't want to speak it because it's embarrassing. Okay, not Jason. It was John that said this. John is kind of slender as he's older, but that's what he said. And then he twisted it too. Okay. And I'm not a victim. I stayed in that marriage. That is my own fault. And then he twisted it too. Well, you said that he said that he didn't like me. And I said, yes, he said he didn't like me. He is a bully. He's a fucking piece of shit bully. He said that about my son. Then he said he didn't like the funeral or anything I did with the funeral for my son. Did he help me plan it? No. Okay. And no, it was horrific. It's the most fucking horrific thing. And I still had Thanksgiving dinner for him. And I still had Christmas dinner. And I still did that. And do you know what the first Thanksgiving dinner after my son dies and my son's friends are in the house, this idiot pulls out his phone. 30 years I've been married to the man, okay? And he pulls out a picture of his ex-wife and starts showing Keith's friends his ex-wife. He doesn't show them the picture of her with her brown hair. He shows the picture of her with her blonde hair. I have been with the man 33 years. I've never seen him do that. He did that at my Thanksgiving dinner table. So July, August, September, October, 5 months after my son died. Do you know what little Kenna said? Oh, she's not attractive. Don't worry about it. That's Kenna trying to protect me. Okay? Kenna trying to protect me. I said nothing. And then he said, well, they want to know what Keith's dad did. I'm like, what Keith's dad, whatever, about Keith's life. I'm like, I don't know. I guess they had 24 years to ask fucking Keith about what his father did. Oh, he's got some issues, and I'm saying them outright. He can deny them all he wants, but that's what he said. And I have witnesses, Kenna being one of them, my own son being one of them. And I know, and Mommy Kenna goes, she's ugly. I'm like, no, we don't need to attack her. She wasn't ugly, but Kenna felt so bad for me. She said that. Oh my God. So meanwhile, I'm doing this. I'm still doing this, okay? I'm like, ugh. So this week I had it. This week I had it for the umpteenth time when I had to hear, your son, I talked to your son every day. You weren't here, you left him. Yeah, because I left you. I didn't know he was going to die, and I left him 6 months before he died. He was 24. What do you mean, am I still with John? I left John 6 months before Keith died. No, I just didn't want to out him. But after Keith died, you know, and I did take the kitchen table. I'm showing you guys. Look, I'm going to explain this. Okay, so do you see this table? Can you see? Here's all my shit on the table. There. This was my kids' childhood table in the kitchen. This is where I read every single client that came into my house for at least 20 years on this table. I might have had it more than 20 years. When I moved out, I said, can I take the table? And Keithy said, yeah. Well, they're all making money. They buying cars and motorcycles and marijuana. Then they can buy a table. So all I'm hearing this week is about the table. How could you take your kid's table? Well, I took the fucking table. And now my kid's dead and I have his kitchen table. That's what it is. Okay, now I have to stop. I've lost my mind. I really shouldn't come on YouTube when I'm having a nervous... No, I filed for divorce. I filed. And then I was told by John that I did nothing in the marriage and I deserve nothing. And it's more complicated. And since I did nothing, I should get nothing. And I should be paying for him. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm still paying your phone bill and I'm still paying your car insurance. Is that enough? Or do I need to give you more? You are using my washer and dryer because I redid the house 6 months before I moved out. 25 grand, I redid it. I bought new appliances in your house and put granite countertops down. And then I moved out. So like, I did something. And I'm not trying to bash him, but it really does sound like I am. So thank you for listening to me. This is between us and he has his side. His side is that he did everything for the kids. No, he says I didn't raise the kids. He watched them more than I did. And he babysat his kids. Well, I let you go to work at the shelter. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. No, he has the washer and dryer. I go to the laundromat. I go to the laundromat. Yeah, I go to the laundromat. I bought a big brand new washer and dryer and then moved out. Whatever, he can keep it. I don't care. So anyway, that's what happened. And that's it. So yeah, he's a very, I would say I know dads do not babysit, but he would, you know, he just, I can't. Anyway, it's just been whatever that is. Most recently, not even going back 30 years, he said basically his friend at the bar thought that he probably thought I paid you. Really? Did he think that? Did he think that? Did he think that? Oh, really? Oh, I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. And after 30 years, I left him. So I left. I do win because I left. I'm not dealing with it anymore. No, I'm fine. I left. I left after 30 years. That's why I left. Yes. No emotional intelligence. He's one of the dumbest motherfuckers when he talks to a woman. So dumb. Look at me. I'm talking about him, though. This is rather rude. I'm going to stop. Anyway, this is what I did. I left. So, yeah, I left. And it took a lot to leave. But, yeah, he's the gaslighting master. Oh, my God. I didn't, you know what? Here's what we should be teaching young women. All of you people on here, when he dies, all you people on here should be teaching, because you all know there's a lot of gaslighting goblin. Yeah, till death do you part. I took it very seriously and I tried really, yeah. Well, no, I will be single till I die. I'm not getting involved. Even if I fell in love with a man, I would not live with them and I would not marry them. That would never fucking happen. I would never do that again. And I'm on my own. I don't really need anybody. I mean, you know, whatever. Sex is good, but I have vibrators, as I've explained repeatedly. But I bet you he would find somebody first before that. I don't need to get married. There's nothing a man can do for me unless he offers me reciprocation in communication. If you can't communicate on any, I don't need you. I also need your dick if you're in communication with me. So I don't want anybody that can't do that either. But no, why no? What? No. Just no. No. No, I didn't want to get married to begin with. I tried to escape. I loved him, so I did marry him. But you know what we should be teaching? And according to him, I was intelligent. He never thought about my age. Really? Really? Yeah. Yes, he's Keith and Jason's dad. Yes. I would never marry another man with children. Only one man was going to be, that's how I am. I wasn't going to have a bunch of other people raise my kids. Just their father. Okay? Or I would have been single kind of thing. My dad, I just missed that. But no, I would never get married again. What do I need them for? I always could do shit myself. I never needed to get married, or so I left no, I was independent before I married him. I mean, I lived on my own from 14 to when I moved in with him at 21 turning 22. Is John in an assisted facility or care home? No, he's in our house. No, I would never marry. Marrying somebody is a governmental thing, so I would never. He knows my abilities. He knows them, and he fucking knows them, okay? He knows them. I told him one of our sons was going to die by September of last year. I told him that, okay? I said, no, it's funny to me now. I can't believe I wasted my entire life, and here I am. Ladies, don't do that. Men, don't do that. Marriage is unnecessary. I know a lot of people do it. I was one of those people as well. But you can have kids. You don't have to marry a fucking man, or guys marry a woman. Don't do it. All he cares about is his... Yeah, why would you legally... Exactly. Yes, yes, you got married on your 21st. I made a huge mistake. I didn't even know who I was. And here's the final thing I'm going to say. Friends with benefits are good if they can communicate. I don't need these men that call you up, tell you, oh, I want to come and hang out with you. I missed you, and then disappear for another month. I don't need any of them either. You know, those guys that do that shit, I don't need them. Yeah, put a ring on it. I don't need your fucking ring either. Rings are nice, and I know that's traditional, and marriage is a business contract. I need a spiritual contract with a person. I need somebody. I made a huge mistake. I really did. Huge fucking mistake. And I would have preferred not to do it in this life. And there's nothing good I can think of from my marriage. Truly, it was one of the most horrific experiences other than my childhood. So I had 3 good years. I had 3 good years in my marriage, 3 good years. The rest of it was absolute hell for me. And I don't know that that's his fault. That's my fault for not leaving. And that's my fault, ladies. That's the only, and I don't have my boys, and my boys are not really on my side and weren't on my side. I feel like it was really hell. But see, I did not know, and women, we need to teach our children this. I did not know that I don't have to fucking defend myself because I'm in a house with you. I don't have to answer your interrogations. I'm not a whore, and if you say I am, I don't have to stay married to you. Your alcoholism and drug addiction is not my problem. Your drug addict son from before is not my fucking problem. Your mother in my house for 12 years, and because I want to live on my own, is not my problem. He used to say to me, you knew I moved in. You knew my mother lived here when you moved in. You should have left. That's what he said to me. I had 2 kids with him. That's what this fucking idiot said to me. Okay? That shit is bullshit. No woman wants to share her husband with his fucking mother, okay? Nobody. Whether she lives there because you let her, and he's like, you didn't have to talk to her. I don't even want to see your mother every day, for Christ's sakes. Oh, okay. Anyway. And then he told my boys that his father didn't give him the house because he was afraid I would get it in the divorce. And then he said he has to answer back in the divorce because he doesn't want me to get everything in case he dies before the divorce is done, because I'll take all the money and I won't give Jason anything. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And so Jason doesn't give a shit unless you're telling it. This is the shit. This goes on all day. I can't talk. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I have just let out my private life and aired my dirty laundry publicly, but I don't care. I don't care anymore. I tried to keep it shut. I kept it shut. I'm not doing it. I'm not, no talking about mother-in-laws. No, I'm not saying anything. I just didn't want to live with my mother-in-law. You know, no, John's family's dead. No, John's family passed away in the early 2000s because he's older, so his parents are older. So, yeah, no, money is nothing, actually. Money is, oh, well, money you got to pay. But yeah, it's just very interesting. It's very interesting. And I actually, it's socialism is a disease. No, it's true. I mean, I don't care. This is what he said. He can't deny it. He can't deny it. This is what he said. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the super chats. I just saw red on Jason's birthday. I should be able to spend my son's birthday without having to entertain his father. And since I'm just going to get called a fucking name, he holds things hostage underneath and says things. And then he was like, I paid for your first website. That's going to come up in court. I have the check. I'm like, are you talking from like 25 years ago? And he's like, and you need to get rid of the name. You can change the name. And I'm like, I'm not changing my name. I'm not changing my name. But you know what? I might want to fucking, no, I'll pay. He doesn't have any money. Whatever. He says he doesn't have money. I don't give a shit. No, the name, my name, my last name. I'm like, you can't, oh wait, who's the name calling here? I'm missing it. Yes, Tina Turner, him, exactly. I'm like, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad a parent. I try to keep my kids off drugs. I don't want my kids doing fentanyl. I don't want them selling drugs out of the house. I don't want them stealing. I don't want them. I'm going to go through their room when I pay bills in the house. I'm going to clean their rooms. He's like, you didn't even clean the house. You hired a cleaning lady. And I paid for her, making her me. Got it? I mean, good God, right? No, John doesn't smoke pot that I know of. Yeah. Okay, there. Yeah, he says that I owe him everything because basically, I did nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing. Nothing. Nothing for 30. Yes, he's a nitpicking cocksucker. I said it. I married a nitpicking cocksucker. Yes, I hope the entire world hears me say that. I've had enough. I'm not going to, I just don't, I just can't. I just can't. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is terrible. I'm 55 in a month. 5'5". Got it? 5'5". 5'5". So that's what I am. I was with him since I met him at 20, got divorced, and went out with him. He looked, yes, John is an Aries. Yes. And so I married him. And I listened, I drank the Kool-Aid, and I listened, and that's what I did. And I thought that what he said, but I didn't understand that round and round arguing, right? They can use the video in court. I don't have kids. It's not saying anything that's not true. I was in a domestic violent relationship on which he got everything back in his face. I'm saying you don't have to fight back. You don't have to fight back. You never have to fight back from somebody. I am a Leo. You do not have to fight back. And there's nothing anyone's going to use me in court because you'd have to prove that I'm not telling the truth. And I am telling the truth. So there's no problem. Everybody who knows me knows it, okay? Everybody who knows me knows it. I did 15 years of hell, made me think totally. He used to fucking yell at me before I had to fly out of town, tell me I was fucking people from the gym because they were in Atlanta, because he made a connection that they were on my Facebook and they moved to Atlanta and I was filming in Atlanta, and then I would have to get on a plane after 8 hours of fucking yelling at me about who I was cheating with, and then I actually remember phoning Jason and say, Jason was driving Uber, so he had to be only 20 or 21, and I remember saying to Jason, don't listen to your father, I'm not a whore, and he's like, yeah, I can't hear any of you. Okay. And then I would fly to Atlanta. I'd have to walk off a plane and I would have to film, and the show would show up on camera. Okay. Oh, he definitely undermined my parenting. He told the kids that their brother died of an allergy. My stepson died of a drug overdose. Straight up, straight there, straight facts. overdosed 5 times before he died. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a little bit of cocaine. It wasn't anything. It was horrible and shouldn't have happened. Okay? Should not have, no, allergic to cocaine. Should not have happened to that boy. That boy was good looking and kind, considerate. He's the one in the family that died. Okay? So think about that. Think about that. Who usurped his energy? All right? Oh, Andrew's on here. It's like that. He told my boys, and I didn't understand it. Okay? Yes, he's a generational cursor, and I broke it. now I've gone crazy. I don't care. That's what happened. But Jimmy should not have died of a drug overdose. How old was he when he passed? Okay, I thought he was 28, but wait, how old was he? I was turning 29. I think Jimmy was turning 28, but apparently he was 28 turning 29, and I might have been turning 30. I'm not sure. It was, okay, I have to add this up. It was, he's 11 months younger than me, and so, it was 1996. So it was October 9th, 1996. Keith was 10 months old. Okay. So I was 30. So Jimmy was 28. I thought Jimmy was 27 turning 28, but he was 28 turning 30. I've been ragging on my marriage, Andrew. You missed it all. I've been saying what I feel. It is a generational curse. I'm saying that young women, we actually, all of you all on here know about narcissists and shit like that. We need to teach young people what it is. You do not need to answer to somebody, even if you're married to them, about being a whore or who they're talking to, or whatever. Now get this one. This man would say, "You've cheated more than me." Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? No, my emotions were at the top. I just never said it. I just never said it out loud. But what does that mean? Okay, you cheated more than me. And how he gathered this is because people would text me. He would take those texts, coworkers, clients, whatever. Of course he cheated on me. I could never prove it. I did yell at him about it, and I did do that, and I could never prove it, and I stopped caring. Again, I started eating dinner in my car, which is why I have a compulsive food eating problem in my car. I will eat popcorn, and my neighbors see me get out of the car eating popcorn. It's like I have a nervous compulsion. It's light and naturally popcorn, okay? So it's not bad. There's no butter and there's no shit on it. But yeah, so of course he was a cheater. No, I feel it was, don't marry. And then he's like, you knew I had a bar. I never saw you work in a bar, John, and I knew your mother ran the bar. I never saw you. He sounds like an abused child. According to him, he had a perfect childhood, but I can only go by what he says. Yes. But he said, you knew I had a bar. I said, well, you worked in a government job, so you had a bar as a second job. So Canyon Country, there you go, Alice. So go check your door. You need it. Go check your door. Why? What's on my door? What's on my door? What are you talking about? What did you do to my door, Jackie? Let's see. Oh my God. Why can't I see this? Log back in. Do I have to really look at my door? Wait. What are you talking about? Why is this not working? Ooh, I hate that. I don't see 1 minute ago. I don't see what's at my door, Jackie. I don't see anything out there. Yeah, you're stress eating listening. Me too. I just do it. But anyway, yeah, I never knew when I was 20 what the arguing. We argued nonstop. Months and months of me sobbing, trying to beg him to see things my way. He didn't see it. So that's my problem. No, he was this way when he was young, okay? Like, we argued. One of his friends came over before we had kids, and the friends were his friends. it was with one of their kids. One of their kids was like 17 or 18, and I think I was like 23. We were not married. And I had to listen for months about how I talked to this kid. And I'm like, so? And he's like, you embarrassed me with what you said. And I had no idea what he was talking about. I never fucking forgot that argument. Never. I didn't know what the fuck, I didn't understand why he couldn't see who I was, but he can't see who I am. So I'll just tell you, I'm never going to win. And my poor kids were raised. I screamed obscenities at him the kid's entire childhood. I went ballistic on him. I would get out of bed in the middle of the night. He would say something, and I would go to sleep. And I would wake up and it would be like, fuck you. And I would go down there and just rage. And then that's it. And then my kids would be like, I'm crazy. I had 2. Yes, I did. It was fucking horrific. Should have never married him. I get it. Avon calling. Wait, there's no one at my door. I'm looking at my camera. But anyway, I didn't understand it. So what we have to do, yeah, I left. I was eating dinner. My kids, you know what? When I say I wasn't a good mother, that's where my selfishness at needing, and my insecurity and my codependence at needing to stay in a marriage that clearly was wrong for both of us. That's where my problem was. I should have and there should be a box. Okay, everybody's coming to the door with me. Just let's go out here to the door. Let's hope my neighbor's not out here because he doesn't want to be on camera. Here we go. Here we go to the door. We're going to the door. I have cameras. I'm going to show you guys my camera. Marvin put it up for me. Let's see. Jackie. Oh, it's right there. Look. Here we are. We are outside, you guys. See? Look, we're outside. Here we are. Let's look at what Jackie sent. All right. Okay. Now, I'm bringing one in. We're going to open this on camera. We're so cute. I'm like, it's not at the door because I can see right there. So we're coming in. We're going on camera. Here we are. I'm bringing it over here. So I will start opening. I'm going to grab, bad lighting. I'm going to grab the other. There's the painting from Stella right there. And Sonia sent the Bible. And okay, the cutest picture of Jason and Keith right there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So cute. Anyway, this is my little studio that I moved into 6 months before Keithy passed. And I found it, and the owners are super nice, and I'm very lucky. And oh my God. Okay, I'm going to put the camera, I have to carry this differently. Anyway, look, it's just like really pretty. Isn't it pretty? So this is my piece. Yeah, it's really peaceful. I have to put this down because that box is heavy. Jackie, the box is heavy. She says I need it. I'm assuming she sent packs of Valium. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go get it so we open it. Let's open it. I'm getting it. I'm coming, you guys. Okay. Ugh. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Ugh. Okay. This is, do I open the little one or the big one? Isn't that nice? Is it jelly beans, Jackie? I can't eat them. I'll bounce off walls and film shit and say other shit. Looks like Porter Ranch. It's not Porter Ranch, but yes. It's the same kind of thing. And there's mountains right behind me, and I love it because of the mountains. But I lived 5 miles down the street with the kids. So, okay. So Jackie, oh my God, she sent me a little care package. Okay. Ooh, we got tuna. Oh my God. You know, she sent me a care package with food. We got all kinds of food. Rice, spaghetti. Wait, what's this? Non-fat milk. How did that get here? Oh my God, look. Okay, so we got that. Jackie, you got a bunch of food. Tuna for my healthy self. Rice. This is for when they shut us down, right? Oh my God, look. And these are the rapid cereal. Oh my God, Keithy's favorite. This is Keithy's favorite. Keithy loved the oatmeal. Okay, so let's put this. That's why it's so heavy. Hold on, let's look at this. Thank you, Jackie. Oh my God, that's so great. No vibrators that I can tell. It's either cooking or, yes, I did shut the door. Yes. I always shut the door. I have cameras out there. Marvin put cameras up for me, Keithy's friend. Him and his girl, Jade, came and put cameras up, which I know. Thank you so much, Jackie. Oh my God. Okay. Oh. These boxes. Okay, so this is a funny story I have to tell you about Palmdale. Deanna was looking for a bird, and so we called this place, and they said they were going to mail the bird. How does mailing the bird help? Isn't that like terrorism? Okay, oh my God, let's see. Look at this. Okay, this is going to kill me. I'm sorry, I'm cracking up. Deanna's gonna have to come. I know, who's mailing a fucking bird, all right? Look at this popcorn. Oh my God. How great is this? This is drizzled popcorn, cold stone creamery cake batter. This I'm eating off camera. I can't eat it with you people looking. Oh my God, Jackie. Look at this. Oh my God. Look, thank you. Look, I'm so excited. I'm like, there's the protein over there, and here's the popcorn. Jackie, where did you, I know, so good. I have to actually try it. Let's see. This is all, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Jackie. Oh my goodness. Nora wants you to be her friend. Yeah, so wait, I have to, Jackie, we're gonna taste test this. Did you eat this, Jackie? Yes, you can see. Okay, I'm gonna eat this right now. Oh God, this is gonna be the death of me. Okay, here it is. I have cake. Cake has arrived. Life is good. Jackie, this is so good. Okay, look. It's cake. Oh my God, Jackie, it's cake. I never even heard of this. This is so good. Oh, look. Oh my God, Jackie. You guys, drizzled popcorn Cold Stone. You see this? I never heard of it. Delightfully disruptive, it says. I don't know where you get it, but I'm sure you can Google it. It's gluten-free, and it's made with real sugar cane and sea salt. So, you know I have an addiction. No, I never saw it either. Is it vegan? Homemade, non-GMO popcorn popped in coconut oil. I don't know if it's vegan. I want to say I just started, except I'm 70. Well, that's good. You're 70. Good for you. Try this, and you'll feel like you're 20. Okay. Jackie, thank you so much. You, I just can't even. That's so good. Thank you. I have to go now. I have popcorn to eat. If you're diabetic, just eat too. I'm not diabetic. Thank you so I think I'm in trouble. Thank you so much. I've never even had Cold Stone ice cream. The box was heavy, was not. Oh, the box was not from you? Which one's yours? Say that again. Uh-oh. I have stuff in my face. Jackie, tell me what wasn't from you. It's so good. Let me see what you said. all of the yummy food in here. Where's that from? Oh, God, that's weird. Hold on. I opened my neighbor's food package. I'm like, oh, that's Keys. I've got to give it to the neighbor after. I literally went and took their package. No, I know the heavy box. I just looked at it. It's actually from my neighbor. I'll give it to her. I may let her try some of this too. I thought it was both. I saw them both there. They're right there. Now I don't get the tuna and shit. I was like, somebody's taking care of me with the tuna and the protein. This is really good. Okay. Put it down. Stop eating it. Share with the neighbor. I don't want to get her started on this. She'll kill me. Oh my God. She'll kill me if I do that. Anyway, that explains the milk. Well, no, you know what? That's actually... Thank you so much, Jackie. Oh my God. Okay, so we have to teach our young people how to relate and what they can and can't put up with. And I'm actually going to go as far out in a limb and say that there's such a problem with this right now. I did. There's such a problem with this right now in the world. I just stole the neighbor's food bank food. That's the kind of bitch I am. Anyway, yes, it's ice cream and cake flavor popcorn. Like, could you ask for anything else? Seriously, could you ask for anything else? No. I'll be up all night eating popcorn until my teeth bleed. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens with me. But we have to teach our kids that sometimes people who don't walk the line of integrity in maybe in a spiritual way, I think it's a form of possession. I think the more people that do drugs and alcohol, I think it's a form of possession. That's what young women forget, that they are the prize. Oh, yeah. They definitely, no, I don't smoke pot. I know you think I should smoke pot, but I don't smoke pot. I really don't smoke pot. But, yeah, it's so fascinating to me. I think that too is quite scary. Yeah, no, I think it's demonic possession. And I think a lot of narcissistic or abusive people have it. And I think they're so unaware of what they have in their physical body. Because if you're not sober, you don't know. And I don't mean somebody that has an occasional drink or pot or whatever, but somebody who's like on it all the time, and especially if you're an alcoholic, like you're a fucking mental patient if you're an alcoholic. You're like out of your fucking mind, right? So it's not a good thing if you're an alcoholic. And but some who aren't narcissists are too. No, absolutely. But the rise in people who feel that they have to do things in a particular way. Oh, you can see who's possessed. It's not a judgment. You can see it. Excuse me. You can actually see who's possessed. It isn't a judgment about anything. Alcoholics are the worst. They're no offense to any alcoholics. But like in our home with my kids growing up, my kids were told like, oh, well, we can't all be like her. She's self-righteous. She's sober. You know, people are going to do stuff. So it was always looked at like the sober was the bad thing. You know, when Ken is getting, said something, Ken is called Sloan, like the girlfriends are like, you're like Sloan in the house. Like, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Like somebody taking care of themselves, but it wasn't seen as that. So misery loves company in that sense. That's what it is. So, but you can see possession in people. You really can't. No, alcoholics take responsibility for nothing. Nothing at all. They don't. Yeah. So let's see. Anyone do a video? See, okay. I missed that. Victoria's Secrets girl. Anyway, you can see possessions in people's eyes. Their eyes are black and their eyes get a certain way. So I think he was an alcoholic when I met him. I don't think I understood to the extent, truthfully. I don't think I understood to the extent. Now my lighting's all weird on me. Now I went outside. Um, but if you're going to do drugs, if you're going to do alcohol, I mean, all of that's fine, but you are going to open yourself up. And so understand, no, I was too young. I'm saying that now. I'm allowed to say it. I'm allowed to say I made a mistake for 30 years in my life. I'm allowed to say it. I really feel I made a mistake. I do. I really feel it. Huge mistake. Huge. Oh, my dinner was good. My yummy, don't be jealous. Popcorn was good. I don't think I've been possessed. I mean, it's possible. I mean, as a child, I could have been, but I don't think I've been, yeah, I did drink. I drank up until, I think I drank for 1 month after Keith because I craved alcohol the whole pregnancy. So after I had Keith, I drank wine for 1 month. I have no idea what that was about. I craved it the entire pregnancy. This is the first time I've had a crazy craving. When I was pregnant with Keith, I would walk, and Keith didn't drink much, not like that. I would walk in a restaurant and I could smell the alcohol and I was like this. I could smell it, but I was pregnant, so I never drank. And then I never drank after that. I did drink from very young. Like I was like 7 when I started drinking. I would drink out of my dad's cup. Not a lot. I would taste it. And then as a teenager, I drank, but I would go through periods where I drank and didn't drink and drank and didn't drink. But get that popcorn. You will die, but you will gain weight, but it's okay. Yeah, Jason's little birthday. I know you need this. This is, thank you, Jackie. It's called Sweet Chaos, delightfully disruptive. Well, isn't that a good kind of chaos? Drizzled popcorn, Cold Stone, cake batter, sweet and salty kettle corn. And it's all mine because I can't share it through the screen. But when you're looking at possession, just let's look at it in a different way. I'm already fat. Oh, good for you for going down. No, Jason's not going to make an appearance, I don't think. They don't want to come visit me, so it's fine. But let's see, I drank my mom's coffee a few times just to try it. Yeah, coffee I love. We know this about me. But I think when we're talking about people that are addicts and when we're doing this, you will know if somebody's possessed. You can see it. You really can see it. It's not them. Like there's a lot of psychos in society. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. There's a lot of psychos, serial killers, and people like this. Demons themselves to you. So demons, that's right. Demons hide behind people. Okay. Demons hide behind people and then they come out, but they can only be nice for so long. They can only be nice for so long. So the way that I used to see it when I was younger, and I used to see it quite a bit, is I would see them come out. So like, here's the person, and I would see the entity come out like through here, pig face, what are those things? Warthogs. They looked like that, like warthogs, pig faces. You could see it where you could see something like this, and when they turn their head and look at you, something else would slip out. Because understand, there's a lot of people that walk around, and you know what I'm talking about. That's a possession. It doesn't mean like the person, it's going to be like the exorcist, okay? Yeah, bad pigs. Pig faces. Kind of like when you think of the Amityville Horror and the pig face in the window, that's like a demon. They show up like that. And on the astral level, they're really, 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 really ugly. Like gargoyle. They can show up as anything. Problem is, these people that sell out man, bear, pig, exactly. Yeah, they hide behind our energy, and the veil's getting thin now, so they can't really do it. Yeah, I crave too and didn't drink, but they get behind the energy, nasty smiles with too many teeth. Exactly. And you can see them. And on the astral level, these people, thank you so much. Oh my God. I hope I'm not dying soon. Exactly. Soon enough, but not soon. Who died 6 years ago? Wait, I once dreamed. Yeah, there's the energy, you can see it, and they will hide, but they can only be nice to you for so long. So yeah, you could, I don't know all the demons. I'm just telling you, yeah, there you go. I seen a man's snake, eyes turn like a snake. That's demonic. Reptilians apparently are a type of alien. I'm not so familiar with the reptilian look. They are a type, sorry, I'm drinking. I'm like, I swallowed the popcorn so quickly. Generational curses, things like, things that people refuse to talk about in a family. Sexual abuse, drug addiction. So like, you know, when my stepson died, to say that he died of an allergy and not from cocaine is ridiculous, because he died from cocaine overdose. So when you're passing that on, you're giving permission for the other people in the family to not take it as seriously. You're giving it permission, okay? So you're giving that energy permission. And so when you give it permission, then other people continue to follow that path and they won't talk about it, and it causes problems all the way down the lineage. So in order to break it, you actually have to, and I broke the karma. I broke the karma. Oh my God, Dawn's husband died yesterday. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry. I didn't even see that. No, the demons haven't left the planet. They're still here. Bill Gates being one of them. Zuckerberg. Okay, Dawn, tell me, where are you, Dawn? I can't even see you here. Come back around so I can see it. What happened, Dawn? What happened? Dawn, tell me what happened to Dawn's husband. Definitely demons run the government. Girly hips Gates. What happened, Dawn? Thank you all for the super chats. He just died. What did they say he aw, thank you. Yeah, he just died. A heart attack probably then. Oh my God, Dawn, I'm so sorry. How old was your husband, love? How old was your husband? I'm so sorry. That's so sad. I don't know how. 53 could be hard. I'm sorry, sweetheart. That's very hard. Heart disease, she said. He's very young. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you to help you. There's absolutely nothing I can tell you to help you. I mean, like, literally nothing. You got to get through this part. You know what I would do? If only I could advise, why am I, sorry. If only I could tell you anything, I would say when you plan his funeral and his service, I would say plan it with joy and celebrate who he was, not in sadness, but in who he was. I feel that will help you if you pay attention to all the details of like making sure you get the good pictures out there for him and talking to whichever funeral home or however you're doing it, planning the service in a different way to celebrate him, not in a, you know, classically sad way, but in a happy way. It's still going to be sad. And I would definitely have a party to celebrate him. I know that sounds really weird, but I would bring anybody that loved him together and celebrate him. And I would be honored if I were you, like if you're his wife. So you would take it as an honor to be the one, because he died before you. So there's something in that where you're going to be the one, okay, that closes his life out. That's a very important job. So take it like that. That's a beautiful thing to do. It's a beautiful thing. So you will be the one he chose to close his life. And I would do it that way. I have to cough again, excuse me. That's so weird. It got caught in my throat, something. Anyway, I would do it that way. I would do it. I would celebrate, and I would take it as the greatest honor that you have for your husband, because you are closing his life. And I learned that. I learned that weirdly because I never wanted my son to die, obviously, right? And I was so pissed and devastated and numb. I know my throat chakra's gone bananas now because I was raging. And so Dawn, I'm sorry your husband died of the drug overdose, not Dawn, the other lady. The way that I looked at Keithy is to close his life out is important. Think of birth and you bring somebody into the world. So to close their life out is as important as bringing him into the world, because you're sending him into the next world. So you're bringing the energy like this with him. So I would do that, Dawn. I would make it beautiful. I have grandchildren. I would make it beautiful. I would celebrate him. I would try not to cry. You might cry a bit, you know, like that, but I would keep myself busy planning his pictures and be the strength that he knows you are. You're going to cry privately and stuff like that. And I would just make it as, yeah, give them like a beautiful, well, yeah, cry, but I mean, not like the service, I think, for your husband should be, because you loved him, obviously, should be your send off to him, because he's moving into the next world. So yesterday is his birthday as he moves through that. Joyful. It really is joyful. It's not joyful for you being left behind, and it wasn't joyful for me, but it was joyful in being able to plan Keith's, yeah, you can cry publicly, but I meant the kind of mourning where everybody's sobbing and you feel sick to your stomach after. I don't know that that's necessarily the way that we're supposed to send people off. So I think we're supposed to send them off because they're being reborn over there. So but I understand the crying. I mean, it's devastating. So yeah, if you want to cry, it's good. But I mean, the whole sadness, everything's morbid thing. For some reason, I just feel like it should be a bit different than we do it. Bring his favorite music and get people to help you, like whoever can put pictures together. Find your pictures. You can go to Staples and they will like run pictures and stuff like that. Okay, wait. What did Jackie say here? Jackie, wait. Oh, Jackie. What did little Jackie say? Have the funeral home get his thumbprint and make it into a necklace. Yeah, that's a good... Damn, I didn't do that. That's a good idea, Jackie. That's a super good... I never heard of that. That's a beautiful idea. I have my ring, like with Keithy's ashes. I did the ashes, not the fingerprint, but I never thought of the fingerprint. I didn't think of that. Now I'm pissed off. Thank you, Jackie. That'll be a good idea for Dawn. You could do that. You could definitely do that. That would be so great. That's awesome. I never heard of that. Yeah, you could do that. My dog's paws and clay. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, my popcorn, I inhaled it. I'm like, I inhaled the popcorn. I can't do that publicly, eat publicly. Fingerprint tattoo, I never thought of that. That's a good idea. I'm really sorry, Dawn. I don't think anybody can say anything to you that's going to help you. I mean, there's nothing really anybody can say to you, and time doesn't help anything. It just makes it be more time, like meaning you have more distance from the shock of it. So from an old job screen. Yeah, I could probably get it from somewhere. Yeah, that's the fingerprint thing's amazing. So yeah, signature. Yeah, what I did, yeah, I made a ring for Keithy. These, oops, where am I looking? I'm like, popcorn's over there. Look, Keithy's ring. These, I bought empty, can you see that? Empty ring bezels like this, right? And I got blue opals. I ordered a bunch of opals. Yeah, you have to adjust to the shock. I mean, you're shocked right now. You're in shock. It's like someone smacked you in the head and you are in shock. And yeah, I got an empty ring bezel and I did a video on it, and I got a Keith's ashes, and I got a mold. So this is an 8mm mold, and I got the lamps that you dry your nails with, and I brought out the bezel, and I put the opals on the top like that on the mold, and then I put, junk food does help, and then I put the opals and the ashes, and then I dried it in the nail dryer, and then I kept doing it. Then I took it out, glued it in here, Jasmine gave me like the good gel, right? Wait, have you got, oh yeah, I do have a handprint from him. Thank you. His father has it. Yes. I do. But anyway, yeah. And then I put the real gel on it and then dried it in the nail dryer again. And I have tons of empty bezels. I'm still not done doing the jewelry. But anyway, that's what I did. And the kids took Keith's signature. I have a signature from Paige. Oh, it's on this phone. I have a signature from Paige and Keith where they wrote letters back to each other when they were in grade school. And I'm going to take that little signature and maybe tattoo it with his ashes. Lucas tattooed his name. George tattooed his name. I've got locks of his hair. You can also put that into jewelry. You can do all of that. Oh, did he get, yeah, he got stopped by the law. Yeah, they probably have his fingerprints. You're right. Yeah, your life is changed forever. Where did you buy the rings from? I bought the empty ring bezels from Etsy. I've got baby teeth too. So empty ring bezels, and then, yeah, and then I bought the opals from Etsy, and then the nail dryer on Amazon, that kind of thing. Yeah, you can do exactly. So I started doing with the rings because I wanted Keithy like here, and I'm not done. I'm making a yellow ring. I have rings to make, like different Keithy rings, right? Yeah, I love Jackie's idea. I never thought of that. Happy birthday to your stepson, I think you said. Yeah, anyway, that's what I did. Yeah, so that's exactly, get the writing. George put Keithy's name on. Lucas put Keithy's name on. I think Jason's doing something with Keith. And Paigey sent me some old, yeah, I did a video explaining the rings, honestly. And then Joe got a locket and put Keith's ashes in it. I gave a lot of Keith's friends ashes, so I had like 12 or 13 urns. Yeah, anyway, I just literally did that. You can get their picture on a pendant. Oh my God. I got that gifted to me and it was beautiful. It was you could do earrings. Yeah, you could do like this. This is just opal. Understand, they do sell crushed opal. Look on Etsy. They sell crushed opal. So I got different colors. You know, I've got white, I've got blue, I've got purple, I got red. What decision? I don't know what decision. But anyway, my kids thought I've got Keith's baby teeth. I've got his hair. I've got Jason's baby teeth, his hair. I've got all their stuff. I definitely got their stuff. Wait, what is the horrible thing? Why are we fighting on here? What a horrible thing to say, evil. I don't know. You have that for your daughter. Yeah, exactly. Well, you can tattoo stuff. Exactly. I know, Andrew. It's so, I just hate it. I hate it that we even have to discuss this. No, I don't know if Keith liked opal. I just can work with the opal, and he liked the color blue. His motorcycle was blue. So, Keithy was, what date? The 29th of this month. The 29th. How do you know if you have a soul tie? You can feel it because you can't get out of it. Contact. Yeah, they might. You're right. Yeah, a soul tie, I feel, you feel like you're trapped and you can't get out of it. So, yeah, yeah. Well, I just put opal in there because I wanted the color. I also used the stuff that they do nail eyeshadow with, like the colors, mica colors, you know, that they make the eyeshadow. So yeah, I like the blue was great. Yeah, Keithy's, I just downloaded, it might be on that phone. I just downloaded Keithy's a year ago today, what Keithy was doing. And he was showing that motorbike. And on the 27th of July, he was showing his motorbike, you know, doing it like this. And videoing it. And he was saying, my first oil change on this new bike. That was on the 27th. And it took him 2 days to call him back for that oil change. Mica powder, thank you. Thank you, that. It took him 2 days. And then I have the video 40 minutes before he dies, where he's got his helmet on the front seat. I think he's just picking up George. 40 minutes later, he was dead, done, dead. Last video, just done. So unbelievable. Like, I look at it, sometimes I sob, sometimes I wake up. I've been kicked off of Facebook again. So yeah, I'm doing the divorce. I'm not listening to people tell me Do you need that string untied? Yes, you do. Well, I've done all of that. I'm in therapy all week long. Now I'm just saying it out loud. It's embarrassing when you've been in a relationship, and I don't, for the love of God, understand why he thinks it was a good marriage. Anyway, that's not the point. Point is, soul ties you will know because you can't get away from them. You feel trapped. You do feel, I know, fuck Facebook. Facebook. You can have multiple soul ties. Yes, of course you can. You literally can have them. Why couldn't you? Of course you had. I did a cord cutting this week. I did that. Understand though, and I felt them take the cords off of here and here from the egg. I told you that. But from the egg here and here. But here's the thing, okay? Yes, you can come into this life not wanting to have children. Not everybody has to have children. Not everybody has to have children. And again, just to say this for the people in the court listening to this, here's the thing. I was sober, married to an alcoholic. The court can think what it wants and everybody can think what it wants. And I'm entitled to my opinion of my experience. And it is my opinion of my experience. It is how I feel I lived through my life. It was utter hell. That's what I'm going to say. And then Keith died. So that threw me over the edge, and that's it. That threw me over the edge. Yeah, Facebook put me in jail for a year. What the fuck did you say, Marilyn? Marilyn's Planet got thrown in jail for a year. What the actual hell did you say on Facebook? Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. I know. Well, I was bad. I fought back. We don't have to fight back. See, if you get tied to a person that loves to fight, and then you find that you have to prove yourself and you're being provoked and you're too young to understand, or you haven't gone to therapy, you must always go to therapy after you must find a good therapist after. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Andrew. My opinion is legitimate. But I think when you run away from home and you have an abusive childhood and you don't go to therapy, you are begging for trouble. Begging. I will never fight with a person again. I mean, unless they try to stick something in my arm. I'm not going to do that either. But I just won't do it. Like, I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to let people hold what I did 20 years ago and bring up other shit before I met them in an argument, right? Yeah, he doesn't think, no, he thinks it, I don't know. He called me evil and said I was a piece of shit mother to our kids. So, whatever. I'm not saying I was the best mother. I was fucking, I went batshit crazy. I had PMS and I chased those kids down the street. And I said, I remember throwing my shoes off and chasing Jason down San Fernando Road. Like, I will kick your ass. Kick your ass. Get away from that guy. And so, I think John was not a bad dad at all. He took care of the kids. Where it became bad is when he badmouthed me to my kids and didn't defend me or make a united front when the kids did. You can't, for example, yeah, I know, it's such a waste of time. If your kid calls you a dumb bitch in front of the father should say, don't talk to your mother like that. But he said he always talked to them when I wasn't there. That was a secret way of saying I avoided it. He said, no, I talked to them. But the way you talk to them, they had to talk that way. I'm like, when my kids yelled at John, I said, don't talk to your father that way. Even though I whatever. I was like, even if I didn't like him, even if I thought he deserved what they said, even if I thought he was a dick, I said, don't talk to your father that way. And I did not talk behind their back, okay? I did not say behind his back. So I just didn't do that. So, I would say it to his face, like, you're a dick. I would say that to your face. So I, didn't do it. I didn't want my kids doing drugs. I continually taught them not to do drugs. I harped on that. So it was a problem. Yeah, it's not good. My kids were in a very, very, very abusive home growing up. And I'm 50% responsible for that. But I'm not taking more than 50%. Just not. Sorry. That's not happening. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing that I didn't know. I did not know this. But if you marry somebody who's an alcoholic, right? Okay. No, you were a good mom. Yeah, you're a different person. I'm just talking about my experience. I don't go on the astrology signs all the time because if you love someone, you're going to marry them regardless of their astrology sign. But yes, and that's how frightening that is. But if you marry an addict, they're not fit for marriage. You must never marry an addict. No, John has no respect for women. He blames Kenna and he blames me. If there's a problem, it's me and Kenna and Paige. Me, Kenna, and Paige, and his mother actually said to me in the family, well, when I pointed out something about another family member said, he actually said, well, who told you that? I said, your mom. And he goes, well, my mom was a liar. And I'm like, oh, I see. Okay. I mean, if you say this, he goes this way. If you say that, he goes that way. So you can't even deal. Kenna, whatever. She didn't do anything, but she got blamed. If you go against this family, you get blamed if you're the female. That's what's going on. It's actually misogyny, I think. I think it might be misogyny. Yeah, that might be moving from, there's an air conditioning over there. It might be misogyny, actually. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. He doesn't like women. He'll fuck women. He'll go to strip clubs and stuff. But yeah, he has oppositional, yes, oppositional, that's what I thought. But yeah, I think it is misogyny because if there's any, it was John's, oh God, John's son was a cocaine addict. John was a cocaine addict. So yeah, I mean, yes. Doesn't do it now. I guess I'm not supposed to say that out loud. But the alcohol, I mean, yeah. And it was my fault. I didn't understand. I can't even explain it to you. I was too young. And the women get the blame for everything. But yeah, there's trauma, I know. And he poo-poos the trauma. He's like, there's no trauma. I'm like, well, if you're an alcoholic your whole life, he lost 2 sons. Yes. There's some kind of a curse there, and there's one family member that's living. One family member who talks about my other son that's alive and worries about him passing, and that one family member is a problem. They're a problem. I think it's evil. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, I do. Yeah, I feel it's some kind of something. I don't know, but I know. I spew truth without the alcohol. Correct. I don't need to drink to say the truth. It's either this or that, right? So wait, is that not Saturn, the Satan? They say that I have to if you're an addict, if you're a heroin addict, a cocaine addict, whatever, there's trauma. His fucking moon sign is a Taurus. Anyway, I can't deal with Taurus. I'm sorry. But it is a generational thing. And here's the thing. Yeah, 30 years reward well, no, I made a huge mistake. And in our family, we weren't allowed, like I wasn't, you were critiqued, you're fucking stupid. What are you stupid? This kind of thing, whatever. I'm saying I made a mistake, a huge mistake. Ladies, gentlemen, when you are young, you don't know everything. And if you don't go to therapy to get over what happened in your childhood before you get married, you will absolutely. No, his daughter just put that on my son at my other son's funeral. She just started talking about that one dying, and I was so pissed I saw red. I don't want that wording coming out. So yeah, you repeat it, and it comes in a different disguise. It comes in a disguise that is different. It comes different. You know what I mean? And if you're young, yeah, but I can't blame him because our society is okay with that. But actually, when you look at it, it's not good if there's that much of, I miss Eddie Van Halen and his music. Me too. It's not the age difference, okay? So I'm not saying it can't work, but you need to have a motivation because, first of all, the younger person is on a different level of energy, and they may I'll tell you, I dated men 20 and 30 years older, but I was used to that childhood abuse in a sexual way leads you. That's like a classic symptom. It's not. And when they say daddy issues, again, the men have the fucking issues. I don't have a daddy issue the way that they want to imply it. They want to blame the women again, okay? The age difference is, why would a man want to date somebody his daughter's age or his son's age? Why? Why? You can be naturally attracted in a chart, but if you're going to go, I just don't think, this is my experience. No, I chose my mother, actually. He's exactly like my mother. My dad was an alcoholic, but so was my mother. Hidden. He's my mother, not my father. Weird. Took me a long time to figure out I married my mother. But yeah, men do think, they do. They think they do. Well, but women, I mean, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to say, if you have an age difference, I don't know why, as a man, you think that, I just don't know why. The young, I don't know why. I just don't know why. I don't know why. I'm just going to say that. I married my mother. I figured it out. Well, you were smarter, Bridget. It took me fucking 33 years, okay? I was so traumatized by I do feel it's pedophilic. I really do. I do at this point. I do. But of course, the men will say, they're buying you, but I always worked. So I took 1 year off. The rest of the time I worked. But my work wasn't considered valid. Okay, my work wasn't considered valid. Yeah, it's an energy thing. It's a misogyny thing. I wasn't a trophy. I would never shut my mouth. I wasn't a trophy. He was the kind of thing, when I was sleeping on my girlfriend's floor, her name was D too, but not D, my psychic friend. And yes, exactly. My mother is identical to John. Identical with her words and the bullshit that she did. Yes. Couldn't stand the woman, okay? Never spoke to her, couldn't stand her. Drove me crazy. Dysfunctional, shameful, and crazy. But see, it's not a gender thing. It's not a gender thing. It's an energy thing. So let's look at an energy. I don't know. I can't diagnose him. I don't know what he is. What I can tell you is, if you're going to be young and you think you're going to love somebody out of their addiction, or yes, family patterning is what it is. If you're going to love somebody out of an addiction, it's not going to work. If they are addicted, they have no business getting married. If you are not sober, you should not get married. Okay, you really shouldn't. If you are addicted in any way, you are causing the failure of your marriage. Because if you are not sober, you are not in your right mind, period. You're not in your right mind. So if you're not in your right mind, then you have no business inflicting your poison on another person. And that is how I feel about it. And I feel that there's control issues. I'm not going to be controlled. I put my mind to it years ago. I will get out when I can get out. That's all I thought about. I may have forgotten the thought for a while, but that's all I thought. And I got out. And it takes a hell of a thing to get out after 33 years. A hell of a thing. So I am really proud of myself. And I didn't go to court first. No one gave me any money to leave. I had to earn the money to leave. And then I got accused of making money and leaving. I'm like, how was I supposed to leave until I, earned money to put money down on a place? What the hell are you talking about? I got nothing in that marriage as far as I'm concerned on an emotional level. Nothing. Whatever it is he was doing for me was not what I required. Let's put it that way. So there's fundamental difference, and a young person doesn't know that. You probably shouldn't get married before your Saturn return. Keith wanted me to stay with his dad till he died. Those were his words. But according to John, Keith wanted him to leave me because I was such a bitch. But John did me a favor and stayed married. And then I left him. So that's the story I got, but whatever. That's the story. I fucking can't stand it. I've lost my mind. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're 50% and 50% of the fault. And it's a huge fault. Oh, yeah, this is Estelle's eyeshadow here. So you were the emotional. Yeah, I felt like yeah. Anyway, I tried the best I could. And if I made mistakes and was a horrible fucking mother, then I'm sorry. And I've apologized. As I said, 6 months before my Keith died, I heard the words in my head. Apologize to Keith, because I did smack him when he was a teenager. I really did. I did chase him down the street. I screamed at him. And then when he got older, I went to sock him like this, and he put his hand on my head, held me back, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I don't know what you just asked me, but anyhow, I heard, so it was maybe 3 months before Keithy died. I went up to him and I said, Keithy, you know, I said, it is very hard. And I made so many mistakes, and I was such a bad parent for a long time, because here's the problem. If you find a man that loves to argue and wants the attention, he will get the negative attention because he's not smart enough to get it in a different way. You'll fight him, and you'll get so sidetracked that you can't work properly. You're fucked up, and you won't pay attention to your boys or your kids because of that, okay? Because of that. Because you are fighting like that, all right? So you will go up and down in emotions. Yeah, my mom just told me when I introduced her to my husband, as she pinned me against the wall, after my husband left the room with my dad, she said to me, she said something, and she was this close to my face, and she was a very imposing, threatening woman. She was like 5'11", and I'm little, and she did this in the wall, and she said to me, and I'll never forget it. She said to me, you're going to bore him to death. She said that to me. I was fucking 22, lady. I think I was a lot of fun. That's what I think. Anyway, and that's what I think. So, yeah, exactly. And so that was it. Yeah, my parents probably were satanic. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, whatever. If you're an addict, you really aren't with God, because you can't stay in your God body on earth and be so fucked up on drugs all the time. You are not of God. You are letting things into your body. I am a lot of fun. I'm a lot of fun. I get up in the middle of the night and I do all kinds of things. Okay, I go driving everywhere. Yeah, well, he always did that. He always, you know, I'm not boring. None of us are boring. He thought I was boring. I wouldn't go to bars with him. John should have married my mom. Yeah, she's, oh, he wouldn't. She was older than him. So no. Although age doesn't bother him. Sure. Anyway, yeah, I'm not boring. I'm just not boring. I'm not drunk and high. You know, I'm fun. I find everything fun, and I enjoy things, and I like to have fun, and I like to do, you know, all kinds of things. I love to hike. I love to do, you know, I love to go to stores. I love to read cards. I love to do all kinds of shit. That's the shit I love to do. So yeah, that's what I do. But anyway, I think I'm fun. I do think I'm fun. Yeah, but it was interesting. It was an interesting experience, and I realized that I made a mistake. So I'm correcting my mistake. I'm allowed to marry and make a mistake. So I'm forgiven. But I forgive little Keithy. I asked Keithy to forgive me, gave him a big hug, and he said to me, you were a good mom, and he hugged me really tight, and he said, I love you. And then I think it was about 3 months after he died. I'm really glad that I listened to that. I'm really glad that I listened to, John's boring now, but he wasn't boring. Well, it's the drinking thing, you know, whatever. He's in a repetitive OCD thing, but I'm really glad that I told Keith that. So if you have something to say to somebody, I never thought my Keith would die. If you have something to say to somebody in your family, say it to them, even if it seems crazy. You know, I'm always apologizing to Jason. Always, always, always apologizing to Jason. Because I don't think he can hear my apologies. And, you know, there's that, but I'm apologizing for the things I did. I know my mistakes, and there's no excuse for some of the things I've done. You know, I didn't do anything, like I didn't shoot anybody or anything like this, but you know, whatever. But I said that to Keith. So if you have that, really do it, because maybe you're getting the message because somebody's going to pass, you know? Yeah, I am human. Exactly. Exactly. So I have apologized, but I will always apologize to Jason so he knows. My inner voice did tell me, I want him to know and to hear me. But you know, truthfully, I can say this now. If you marry somebody and it may be your fault, maybe I was the problem in the marriage, and that's quite possible. But if it's my problem, thank you so much, you guys. If it's my problem in the marriage, I still shouldn't have been married to that man, because we do not get along. We are not morally the same. We are not religiously the same. There is nothing about us that gets along well. You should not raise your kids with that. Your religion matters. When somebody tells you that they're Catholic and they believe in God, and then you find out 30 years later that's the last thing they believe in, that they don't believe in it, that they think it's all bullshit, or they're just hedging their bets, they're walking the fence, that's not what you need to hear, because that is somebody who's like in the middle, you know? Yeah, Jason does think we're both crazy. Although he's not hearing us fight now, and he did have to live in the home after I left. So he will understand his own experience with his father, and that's fine. But maybe you're ridiculous. No, I agree with her. But what I was, I had a dream that showed me vividly no, I think it might have just been a fear dream. Sometimes they put fear dreams in us. But anyway, I would say if you have any differences with somebody, love is not enough to conquer that. And you have to really know if the person loves you. They can hide in plain sight. No, John has always been like this with me. They can hide in plain sight. They may want you for some reason, like to have kids with, to whatever, money, kids, you know, whatever. Men and women do this all the time. But they hide in plain sight, and you don't see who they are because you're busy living your life, defending yourself, begging to, yeah, love isn't, it was the most painful thing. I mean, I was suicidal in my marriage. Suicidal. I couldn't get out of it, but I got out of it. So, and I know I'm not allowed to talk that way because, you know, okay, hold on. We got a message from Jason here. I made him, what time would you like? Would you like? Yes. Okay. Okay, good. Anyway, so yeah, your brain, alcoholics are bad because it shrinks their brain. Yeah, Jason, we'll have dinner tomorrow night. And that's what we will do. So I will have this little present ready for my little chirparoo. Anyway, and I apologized. I've apologized. I so apologized. I so apologized to my kids because I was a complete bitch fighting back. You shouldn't have to fight back to your spouse in front of your children because you're a whore. You know, I'm sorry. 2-bit whore. Anyway, that's residual. That's a residual thing. And it's always worded differently, and it's entwined, and it's, you know, crazy. So yeah, no, Jason, I talked to Jason earlier to wish him happy birthday, of course. So yeah, no, it wasn't. We never went to bed. Here I am outing my marriage. Here around 5. Oh, God. I'll pick you up. Hold on a second. Okay, anyway, yeah. Yeah, anyway, what the hell was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. But your kids should not hear that. So if you're staying in a marriage, oh, very low blows. Brought up my childhood abuse in the last argument, that kind of shit, because it's not okay. So that's why I'm saying it publicly. So I'm documenting this shit, okay? I know it's wrong. I'm going to have to probably delete the video. But anyway, there is no manual. I can tell you looking back how dark I was. Yeah, the alcoholism is a really, really awful thing. And there's no excuse for it. And justifying your addiction and not changing. And yeah, it's, he'll attack when you attack. Yeah, he can. I mean, he'll probably die of a heart attack, but that's true. Yeah, learn. No, that's what I said. I would never get married. I wouldn't, if you're a woman and I only had mucho, whatever. If you're a woman and you let a man take care of you, I think it's a huge mistake. I know that it is supposed to be reciprocal, but no, he would never go. But I don't, John is 75. I don't, what is the word I would use for that? I would just say never let a man take care of you. It is not worth it. All these women are, all of these women are like stupid to take money from a man. Really stupid. I don't believe in prenups either. Yeah, I don't believe in prenups. I don't believe in any of it. I don't believe it. If you want to come at me with a prenup, we shouldn't get married because you're already starting off like that. So, no, but I'm saying I just don't think you should take any money from anybody. You should earn your own living. You should earn your own living. You should never let a man do anything for you. They can be cordial in a conversation and you can accept stuff, but always keep the energy balanced because otherwise you are fucked. They will take it out on you when you don't do what they want. Yes, I'm still here. Exactly. Drugs and soul. Yeah, you got to get off the thing. But that was actually twisted to, well, I owned a bar. What did you think? Well, I didn't think you were going to be a complete cocksucker for 30 years. It might be. He drank so much I never knew. He says he didn't. But nobody sits on a couch for 14 hours a day on their back. Like, I'm sorry, they just don't. So I don't know I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Whatever that is, I don't, we owned a bar and a restaurant. It was his and his family, but he never worked at it. He had another job. But you just don't sit on your back for years and just sit there on your back in the living room in front of everybody walking past you. You just don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but he was a bitch before that too, whatever, in my opinion. And let's see then, why do you keep blaming demons on your, well, because I'm not blaming demons on the addiction. I'm saying a lot of time, I'm free anyway, whether I'm old or young. No one can control me because secretly in my head, you're not going to control me. Functioning alcoholics rather, yeah, they drink all day. But I would rather be home. I will never. It will never. I will never. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And my kids got tortured. So, meaning they don't want to see their parents fight. Well, they couldn't control me at 14. However, at 21, I got stuck. Oh no, we're so opposite. It's horrific. It's a horrific opposite. There's nothing common about us. Nothing. I don't think doing cocaine a little bit is okay. I don't think drinking is okay. I think any kind of addiction is detrimental to the family unit and put out here in a way to corrupt the family. However, having said that, our family is Irish. I think that if a woman in the family doesn't want people drinking and brings it up, no, my kids hated me growing up because I didn't want them doing stuff. I felt a struggle with everything. But yeah, no, it is a past life. I ended it now. But I think, namaste. Yeah, I think that if you're just, again, religiously different, I take care of myself. Yeah, I'm not going to do what you do. You smoked and drank. I'm not going to do that. So, I wanted 30 years of going to bed with a person by myself because we had different, I would get up at 4 or 2 to go running or 5. And that's when I run, usually 5. And he would be coming to bed then. So, I mean, we didn't even enjoy that kind of thing. It's that, it's just opposite. It's opposite. It's just opposite. Yes, I'm still getting a van. It's just opposite, wait. Thank you so much. They sell us lies. Yeah, I hate drugs. But see, they put drugs into our school system alone within the, no, I was alone. The man never came to bed with me at the same time. Never, never. Just, I mean, maybe in the last couple of years, but never. And whatever he was staying up doing, I have no idea. So, and would discuss nothing. So the arguments went around and around. He would get drunk and argue. I would go to bed, wake up and argue. Fucking crazy. Don't do that to yourself. You don't have to argue with anybody. You know what you can say? Yeah, I'm not going to do it. A single married woman. I did everything myself. That's it. Everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Take your washer and dryer and load in your van. It's too big. It would tank the van. Yeah. No, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't fun. It wasn't engaging. It was nothing I wanted. And I recognized that the minute I got pregnant. That's the beast system holding your energy hostage. Yes, by the beast that was the alcoholic. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. There were moments, very few moments, but I never thought there were there were a few moments of okayness, but there was probably 92% complete hostile violence for 30 years. Not good. 3 good years. Yeah. I am divorcing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, I didn't want to leave my kids. I wanted my kids to love me. I was afraid. I'm seriously telling you that. I didn't know how to get out, and I didn't know. I was always able to support myself. I didn't want to fight him for my kids. He's threatening me for my website right now. What if I had small kids? Yeah, I'd have to fight him. I'm not going to fight somebody for my children. So I ate shit and stayed for my children, but that was the wrong choice. Chris, my solar return, Scorpio moon and Scorpio rising. Beware, people. I won't be saying shit, but I can't shut up. You know what? What I started doing, do you know how I got out of the marriage, truthfully? I got a kid, dog, and a house. He didn't. Cute. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten the kids because I was psychic and I could look crazy. That's a problem when you're a psychic. If you're fighting, and it happens. My girlfriends that are psychic, this happened to them. The kids are still suffering from the repercussions of the interactions that they experienced between the mother and the father and what was said against the psychic mothers. And that's a thing, because we're really an easy target. Because we usually, I know, I love Scorpios, now I'm going to be one. We usually, as psychic people, have come from bad childhoods and problems, okay? Like problems. So we have skeletons where we have come from sexual abuse. I came from sexual abuse in my family, which I told my family, and I was the problem. Anyway, you know how that goes. So when you come from sexual abuse in your family, okay, you have a lot of secrets that you carry with you because I'm an honorary Scorpio for the solar return, double Scorpio, sun and moon. And you carry that. So you go into the sex industry and then they want to, yeah, John's never going to do readings, and I'm not changing my last name. Now I'm really going to bastardize the family name, as his family like to say. I've never gotten over that either. I'm going to fuck up the family name by being me and talking loud and proud, just like the gay people do, only I'm going to use the Bella last name to make all the other Bellas in the family cringe that I'm in their family name-wise. That's my next goal. Bella here. Yeah, my name is Sloan. My last name is Bella. I married it. That's the name he wants me to get rid of. So now I'm going to, all those Bellas, all you Bellas that are related, that can't stand that I carry your last name, I'm going to keep doing that, obnoxiously so. You're not getting my last name after 33 years. I will continue. You will not get it. Even though I don't want it, I'm going to keep it. So I'm not going to do that. I just thought of it. I may do some obnoxious skits Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't create it. It's Austrian and it's my ex-husband's name. That's his name. It's Bella. It's from Austria. It's German. Nazi. It's a Nazi last name. It's Austrian where Arnold's from. And no, I didn't create it. I would never create that name because it's pretty common right now, so I wouldn't. But when he had it and his grandfather had it and they had it, it wasn't common. However, all of Europe kind of goes like that. So it could have come from Spain or whatever. I don't mention my maiden name because my family doesn't want me to. So I don't. And I've been Bella pretty much. Yeah, Bella Lugosi, but Bella with the first name. Anyway, my kids are Bellas. So it's Jason and Keith Bella. So yeah. I would never change my name. My children are that. So that's it. So even though you want my website and you want me to take, it is my name. So I'm just, please. Yeah, that's what I'm keeping it. I'm not changing it. This is my name. I mean, who asked you to do that after 33 years? Who asked you to do that? Who says that shit and then threatens to take your business, of which you are your business? Who does this? How greedy is that? I think it's ridiculous because the Bella vibrator, I should do a vibrator series. Thank you. Put their names on it. Here, shove this. All right, not funny. Oh, God. Yeah, well, he thinks he created my career, I'm sure. If it wasn't for him allowing me to work, I probably wouldn't be here. You know how they say that? I have girlfriends that said that too. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes. Yes, because the pimp finds somebody they want to pimp out. Although I will give him this. He was very supportive of my career. I always worked out of the house and people came in my house and that is a hard thing. So I have to give him recognition for that, honestly. He was a good father. He was home all the time watching the kids and I was climbing my ladder. So I will give him that, right? I will give him that. He didn't work much. So he was able to stay home, but he had 20 years on me. So if I was a mother right now, I would be able to stay home more because I don't work much. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that was what he was able to do. So good for him. You know, whatever. Butt plugs, Bella butt plugs. Thank you. That's another good one. Yeah. Yeah, I went berserk on my kids, right? I went crazy on, like the print. Yeah, but he can't take my name, nor can he take my website, okay? You can't take it because for the past 20 years, I've done it myself and I am it. So nice try. You know, whatever. He doesn't get a retirement. He was self-employed. I mean, he gets whatever he gets, but not like that. He didn't work for somebody. He worked always for himself. I did the best I could. Yeah, no, I am moving on. This is helping me move on. I'm calling Mike Turner. I've thought of him. I actually call him Ryan O'Neal because Ryan O'Neal married 2 or 3 different women and fucked all his children up. So the curse and sins of the father, they tried to take Prince's name. They did take Prince's name. That was the record company. That's exactly what that is. Bella Laxatives. Exactly that. Develop Bella hair color, platinum blonde. Yes. Blonde. But yeah, it was very, no, it was interesting. I call him Ryan O'Neal. That's what I call him. Because remember how Ryan O'Neal took Farrah's kid, got that kid hooked on meth, then, you know, tried to fuck his daughter, and then beat up his son. And then with the first kid, I don't know what he did to that kid. So have John change his name to a symbol. Exactly. No, honest to God, really? Bella Titanium. Now that's a Jason move, right? Ryan O'Neal was a piece of shit. Free Bella. I'm just so incensed that I can't shut up. And that's my ego, and I apologize profusely, and I will have to take this video down. You guys watched it live, but I'm going to have to... Bella Plastic Surgery Center. Exactly. Bella Plastic Surgery Center. Yeah, well, of course, if you do cocaine, you're really opening yourself up. Bella baby food. Bella toilet paper. Bella depends. Exactly. I mean, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm not giving up. I married the man. Do I not? I mean, I deserve nothing. I literally deserve nothing according to him. I am Bella douche. I called him a douche the other day. Bella diarrhea pills. Honestly. No, but it's very interesting because if And you don't think it when you're in your 20s. So no grown-ass man or woman, Madonna included here. Yeah, Ryan O'Neal was beautiful when he was younger, but I can't stand him. And he's a Taurus, so I'm sorry. I can't go there with him. He tried to pick his daughter up at the funeral. All his kids, but maybe not that oldest one, were addicted on heroin and meth. Redmond is a complete sacrifice to the industry. I mean, Ryan is one of those. If you're not screwing, just it's horrible, Ryan O'Neal. But yeah, Bella means war. Yes, 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 it does. This fucker is a warrior. Here's the thing. At age 20, no matter how many years you live with him, because I lived with him from 21 to 23, we got married right after that. I still wasn't old enough to understand the mind games or the conversation. Maybe he wasn't playing mind games. Maybe I'm paranoid and taking that crazy. I couldn't. I didn't even know who I was. I did want a baby and I did love him. Bella herpes ointment, exactly. I wanted children. I did that. But you're not old enough to know. So stop doing that. Don't do it. Why? Just ask yourself why somebody 20 years older than you at that age wants you. What is that about? They think they're because you look up to them. I always heard, well, you were sleeping on the floor. You were sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I was. My friend had 5 roommates and no bed. She took me in after my first marriage and I paid her rent. And I made it to the United States. And I worked as a psychic before I ever met him. And my name was Sloan before I met him because that's my birth name. And so I did all of these things before I ever met him, okay? And I got from Canada and left my home at 14, got to the US at 20 myself. Nobody was fucking paying my bills. No man. I didn't marry a man for his money or have to file for divorce. I had to earn money to divorce. And Keith helped me with that. Keith's suggestion, but here's how I got out of the marriage. You want to know what I did? I was so depressed. Bella tampons, shove them up your hooch. Sorry, rude. But I love my last name and I love my kids. Here's the thing. I so couldn't. Yes, Aries, I will never get near another one. So that's not going to happen. And I would never shut my mouth. If you said to me I was a whore, I was going to make you eat those words. So I'm just as bad that way. But here's the thing. In 2017, I was basically bedridden in my head, never going to get out of my marriage. Just my kids were growing up. My kids were going to move out. I was going to be stuck with this man who I was going to fight with 24/7 with no kids around, and have to listen to whatever, and him have to listen to me, equal. So I decided to start hiking like a bitch, meaning 6, 7, 8, 10 hours a day. That's what I decided to do. I stopped working and I said to myself, you're never gonna be happy. It's not gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna get what you want out of life. Your kids are going to, I already moved. I'm telling you, it's almost been 2 years. I moved. I said, I'm never going to get out of this marriage. This is never going to happen. I don't have the balls. I am a coward. I'm afraid. Apparently I'm codependent. I'm trauma bonded. I got fucking head problems, whatever. I'm never getting out of here. So I said to myself, I don't want to do readings anymore. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hike and I'm going to climb up every hill from 2 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll come home, I'll eat dinner in my car, and then I'll go to sleep. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. So, it's a huge trauma bond. This is what I'm going to do. So I started climbing. You guys and your Bella laxatives. So I started... I'm not, you know what? Shut up. I can publicly shame because I'm not publicly shaming him. I'm telling my story. Okay? This is a fact. Was Tina Turner publicly shaming Ike Turner? Or was Ike Turner a bitch that punched her in the face and did cocaine all day long? What was Ike Turner? Don't start with me. Okay, so anyway, here's what I did, and I'm allowed to say it, and I'm going to speak about it. Now I'm going to speak about it more because I feel like it was a very abusive situation, and I was in it, making me 50% responsible, okay? So I'm also outing myself because I was 50% responsible. Got it? Okay, so anyway, here's the thing. The point is I wanted to get out of my marriage. So I went hiking for hours. That shouldn't be shaming anyone, whoever you are. And so I went hiking. So I climbed every peak in California that I could find. 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet, 5,000 feet, peak, climb. And I just did it 5 days a week. I was exhausted. I was not in good shape. I was in good shape, but I wasn't in the best shape. So I started just climbing. Yes, you can hike exactly. I started doing that, right? And so anyway, I just didn't care about anything. I said, I'll work only to pay bills, not very much. And then I started getting these ideas, like I want to do my YouTube channel. I want to do this. Yeah, I know. That's what I did. From 2017. Then I started doing Cactus to Clouds, which, by the way, John showed me. So John showed me a lot of hiking trails, and he was good that way. So anyway, he was good. He did support, but he undermined his support. So there's a problem there. And yeah, so I started doing that, and I did Cactus to Clouds. So I bought a headlamp, and I drove to Palm Springs in the middle of the night by myself. And I got out of my car, and I started following the headlamps up the hill. I had no fucking idea where I was going. So this is like a 9-hour hike. So I do not consent. Yeah, I don't consent now. Anyway, I climbed up that, and I started meeting friends. I should have bear spray. So I started meeting friends, right? So I started to do it very often. I met tons and tons of friends, but all I did was hike. It was all about hike here, hike there, hike this way. So I met tons of friends. I've been accused of sleeping with all these friends, by the way. I don't. Haven't been accused of sleeping with Maya yet, but that could be next. Anyway, whatever. So I hiked. That's all I did. Hike. And so then I got the idea for my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. You can't force. I'm not giving it up. That's how I'm known publicly. I'm not giving it up. Why would I give up my last name? I was talking to my friend last night, and he was telling me about his first wife, and she thought that he would be mad because she didn't give up. She's married now, and that's all I did was hike. And so she thought he would be mad at her because she kept his last name, because that's how she was known. So you see the difference in people there? There's a difference. Anyway, I hiked for hours. I hiked hundreds of miles a week. Then I wanted to do my YouTube channel, but didn't know. I saw my children on John's back. And I met him in a strip club. Of course, he wasn't in there for sex, according to him. Anyway, I saw my children on his back. That's what I saw. So I knew I was supposed to marry him. But actually, I could have made a choice not to. And next time I see that, I will walk away from it. So if I see karma with a person next time, I'm walking away. I'm walking away. If I see children, they're going to have to come through someone else. I'm not doing it again. If I recognize you, I'm not doing it. No, I hiked. Now, I didn't leave my marriage till September of 2019. That's when I had legal, yeah, exactly. That's when I had legal separation at that time. So from 2017 to 2019, that's how long it took me to actually get the balls and the income to do it. So Keith said, Mom, you should do it. And he showed me stuff. And I said, I don't know. I'm old. I was 51, I guess, 50, 51, whatever. And I said, Keith, I wanted to be on camera when I was younger, but I'm too old. They're going to make fun of me, etc. Because, whatever. And so, yeah, see, she hated Ryan O'Neal. I'm telling you, Farrah Fawcett died of cancer literally because she married Ryan O'Neal, and he fucked her son up. And she probably found out he was fucking his daughter. I mean, he did fuck his daughter, according to Melanie Griffith. Ryan O'Neal had sex with his own daughter, according to Melanie Griffith, who was in a threesome with them and another woman, and someone had their period. I read that in a book and I went, okay, peace out. Stepping back out of that. Mind blown, right? Anyway, so yeah, if I call you Ryan O'Neal, you know what I'm calling you, and that's what I'm calling you. Yeah, no, did you read that book? Exactly. Addiction genes. I know. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I don't know that I did. I'm sorry you have cancer. I know Ryan O'Neal is discussing. Okay, Lenny is single. Well, that's my next motive. Yeah, I read it in the book. I just was reading this. I can't remember what book it is. Anyway, if you want to get out of something, I started hiking. I cared about nothing else. The money came to me. The ideas came to me. Keith told me what to do. When I got it might have been 10,000 followers, Keith told me how to monetize, showed me. I got so mad at the comments. I was like, fuck these people in their, you had lip injections bullshit. And Keith said this to me, Mom, I'm like, what? He goes, do you think LeBron has time to argue with everybody? And I'm like, well, no, I don't think so. He goes, that's right. Let them argue on your page. Let them call you all kinds of things. That's going to make your page more popular. So a couple of people I, talked back to, but the rest of them I just ignored. So that started happening, okay? And so I put up this website. This channel. And then the whole thing started happening. And I would text Keith every time it went up by 10,000 or 5,000, or did you see this, Keithy? Did you see that? Did you see this? That kind of thing, right? So Keithy told me, Mom, just keep doing this. And to be fair, John had mentioned it before. You should do YouTube. And I had the channel for many years, but didn't know what to do. It didn't click till it clicked, is all I can say. And it clicked after I just kept, it's time to get Lenny's phone number. Yeah, Bella itchy crotch spray, exactly. But Keith showed me how to do it. And then he showed me other people on there. And he said, Mom, they're getting blocked for the same things. They're getting blocked for the spiritual stuff. They're getting blocked for this. There's a kid called Enoch 777. That was one of Keithy's favorites. Enoch 777. And that kid he does these little videos, and Keith was exactly right. The kid has these great dreadlocks. Probably in his 30s, I don't know. I can't tell really. Anyway, this little black kid. Anyhow, he would be lying down in his early videos, and he'd be filming, and Keith would go, look, he doesn't even care what he looks like. Like, the kid's cute, so that's a given. But yeah, him. Keithy loved him when that channel came out. And Keith would say, he's getting blocked. He should have way more people. He gives spiritual messages. Yeah, he's really, really great. Keith loved that kid when he first came out. And then I made enough money, okay, because I could never quite work enough. And I was always, trying to contribute back into the home in the way that I could, which wasn't as much. John did everything better and did more than me and was a better parent, and he paid the mortgage for 30 years. We know this. Anyhow, sarcasm aside, which he did. All I would say is I made enough money to not have to fight in a divorce court and drag it on to move out. So I moved out, and I did it without having to sell the house. Then I thought I'd just separate. I won't file for divorce because my boys live with their father. So then I wanted my boys to love me. So I would go down and visit and bring Keithy grapes and bring chicken, bring bedspreads, that kind of thing, right? They would do all of that just so I could see my boys, because they didn't want to visit me because they were mad that I left. So I did that. And that's what I did. And then Keith died. And then Jason left. And so now, this is where we are. Anyway, the point is, Keithy showed me Enoch 777, the freestyle prints, exactly. And of course, yes. And so there's probably Keithy back there, and he's probably going, stop talking about my dad. Anyway, he loved his dad, and his dad was a good dad to the boys. Minus the addiction part and minus that, okay? I love my Keith. I love him so much. But that's how I changed my life. So I really owe it. Yes, he does. No one's in the house. Not Tulip even died. So Keith, John wouldn't let Tulip into Keith's room after Keith died. He didn't want Tulip in Keith's room, and she died like 3 months later. So there was that. But she was old, 16. So anyhow, that's what happened. But if you hike, so you have to put your mind not to focus on what is your trauma or what is your problem, but you need to put your mind on what it is, okay? What it is that you enjoy, and then you need to focus only on that. So not what you don't have, not what you do have, not what you could have, not how you fucked up. Yeah, it's out now. You can't use it against me. That was always my thing. Always my thing. Always my thing. Because they use it against you. So y'all know, I'm not saying anything anyone doesn't know. I'm saying I was 50% responsible. But I'm saying to get out of it because I was devastated that it wasn't working. He was never going to hear me. He refuses to hear me. He will not hear me. If he is hearing me, it's in some reverse world way, which it could possibly be, like dyslexia. So what I did, he told me I'm not a good communicator. I'm like, I make my living communicating. I think that I can communicate. So that's what I did. That's what I did. So I spoke the way I needed to speak, and I just hiked. I did not leave my marriage for another man. I did not need another man. I needed peace. I needed to do my work, and I needed not to be bothered. I didn't want to be around an alcoholic, a Taurus. He's a Taurus moon. I did not want to be around somebody who watches TV where it's on for hours a day and somebody who drinks. I don't want to be around it. So these are my rights. I have a right to do that, okay? I have a right to do that. Period. I have a right. That's my right. I don't want to be around you. Drinking frightens me. Drinking traumatizes me. I have a spiritual belief. He did not necessarily believe in the way that I see the world, the demons, the spiritual war that's going on, the God versus the non-God. Didn't necessarily think that. Doesn't believe that the Queen of England does what she does. Screams at me for that, okay? Screams at, yelling sends me into I will rip your eyes out. But screams at me, who wants to hear you talk about that? I'm like, I'm not making it up. Talk to William Coombe. Talk to William Coombe, the guy that they murdered, that reported the Queen, that grew up in the residential school, that told you where the dead bodies were. And oh, guess what? After Prince Philip died, they found the bodies. So like, yes, I want Lenny to call me. No, I think Lenny's let's look up Lenny's chart. Yeah, let's pray he doesn't have Taurus. Because I got to say no to that. I got to say no. So as a woman who's old and in the old part of her life, I left. I left. That's what I did. I left. So I left. I did it. Do you hear that? I did it. I never thought I could do it. It was easier for me to run away from home at 14 with no food, no money, and no job and get chased by the police and all of that. It was so easier than for me to leave my marriage. I've never had anything so hard in my life. It was truly, I did not want to do it. Do you understand? Did not want to do it. And I feel like I was forced to do it. But now I understand in a different level. I broke those chains. I will never, I'm a queen ager now. I really did it myself. I sound ridiculous. Why wouldn't I? I had forgotten that I didn't need adults when I was 14 to help me, because they didn't. My Aunt Betty did from 15 when I got caught by the police till 15 and a half, 8 months. In my 15th year, I lived with Aunt Betty. She did help me, and she told me I was a good person, and before she died, she asked me if I'd forgiven my father for what he did. But of course, he didn't do that according to my family. But anyway, you know, whatever. I didn't need anyone else. Nobody else brought me here. Nobody else paid my rent. I paid other people's rent. So no. So I've forgotten about that. I had forgotten about that. I really did. I almost died in that. And now I'm alive again. I mean, I'm by myself a lot, but I'm alive. Let's look up Lenny's chart. Let's look up Lenny's. But it's interesting because for women out there that think you can't, No, Aunt Betty came to Deanna after Keith died. So she was with Keith when he crossed over, which I'm so grateful for. Aunt Betty did come to me after she died, but not recently, kind of thing. Yeah, not recently, but it was interesting. It's just, see, there's the thing, and I'm not saying anyone's bad. We were both equally bad because we fought each other. So if you fight back, you're equally as bad, okay? So Lenny is May 26th, 64. So I think he's a rabbit in Chinese astrology. Not that I know that off by heart, Lenny. Okay, let's see. Let's just pray there's no Taurus in here. Let's just look at this. Oh, thank God. Now that's interesting. His good bone structure, Capricorn rising. He is a Gemini sun, Capricorn rising. That goes good. Oh, 63 is a rabbit. Okay, then I don't know what he is. And then he's a Sagittarius moon. That's that funky look he's got. Moon in Sag. Yeah, I've never looked at his chart. Why I haven't looked at his chart, I don't know. But let's look and see what else. Okay, so, well, Moon's in the 12th in Sag. So he's very psychic. His mom was like Sag, and he's kind of a free spirit because Sag Moon is the moon sign. Thank you so much for that. Mistake, sorry. Yeah, that's what I said. 5/26/64. Sag Moon is the bachelorette. Oh, he's a dragon. He's a fictitious. I'm a dragon rising. We're fictitious. We don't exist. I'm a fire horse, dragon, monkey. Monkey moon, or no, dragon moon, monkey rising, or dragon rising, monkey moon. I can't remember. Anyway, yes. And so he is a Sag moon. He's got Capricorn in the first. Saturn is in the third, and it's in opposition to Uranus and Pluto. Wait, or is that the third or the eighth? No, I'm sorry. Saturn is in the second. Saturn is in the second. That's poverty or wealth. Nothing in between. And it's in Pisces, of course, in the 60s. It's opposing Uranus and Pluto in a conjunction, 5-degree conjunction out of the 8th. Kinky sexually. Ooh, fire rabbit sounds fun. Venus in Cancer. I got Venus in Cancer. I don't know about that one. Oh, fuck, he ruined it. Look, you guys. No! He's got Mars and Venus conjunct in Taurus. No. Venus is in Taurus. Venus is in the 4th. I'm sorry. No, Venus is in the 7th in Cancer. Mars conjunct Mercury in Taurus is in the 4th. I know. No, I can't. I could. See, I'll overlook it, and then there you go again. I'm overlooking kinky sexually. There's my answer. Well, yeah, Uranus and Pluto in the 8th, opposing Saturn. That's like, I've got to be restricted. No, I got to let it out. I've got control issues. I'm going to let them control me. You know, nipple piercings and all. It's probably that kind of shit, right? No, Taurus moon isn't bad if you like it. If you like Taurus moon, it's good. I don't get along with Taurus moon. Watch. I'll pull in a Taurus moon. He did call me. No, some people like Taurus moon. I'm not a fan of Taurus just because Taurus rules the earth. I married it. My mother was a Taurus. John has a Taurus moon. I married it. Jason has Mars in Taurus. Like Lenny. I've had enough of that. It's very, very stubborn. So Taurus is like a square to Leo. It's nothing personal, so is Scorpio. It squares my Leo planets, so it squashes it. You know, yeah, exactly. Leo moon here, Leo sun, Leo rising, North Node in Taurus. Yeah, exactly. I'm just not. I mean, you know, yeah, I love Keith's little glasses so much. He hated them. I have his glasses in my bedroom with the broken little frame and the little broken side. They were always breaking because my little boy was so athletic. You have North Node in Leo, then you have to learn to be more like a Leo, and somebody with North Node in Taurus has to learn to be more like a Taurus. Virgo moon, very psychic, very, very psychic. Cancer moon, could be good or bad, can be push-pull. Yeah, I mean, I know Keith was a beautiful soul. Yeah, and an old soul. Yes, exactly. Let's see. I can't even see this. Just for fling. Yeah, Lenny, of course. Please. Like, I'm going to throw Lenny out. Like, Lenny shows up. I'm like, you have Mars in Taurus. Get out. Conjuncting Mercury in Taurus. Out you go. Because that's like being a little bit like an Aries with your thinking, but in a Taurus way. So it's really stubborn. So I'm going to be like, get out. Get out. I don't think so. I try it once and then say get out. Yes, he has a Sag moon, but I'm saying, you know, whatever. Yeah, okay, now I just wore myself out, and it's time to eat Jackie's lovely popcorn and return the food package to my neighbors who are probably looking for, like, what did this girl do with the food package? We saw her take it in with our cameras, and here's the popcorn. Okay, so there you go. There you go. I have North Node in Libra, and you have to learn. Your North Node is what you're striving to be. I'm striving to build my own independence. North Node I'm targeting, and I like a few people. Okay. North Node in Taurus means I'm learning how to be like a Taurus. North Node in the 12th is a spiritual connection to that North Node, whatever that is. So you kind of didn't do it in a past life. You got to go back. The nodes. Okay. Quick explanation before I hang up. All right. Quick explanation. South Node. Okay. The upside down horseshoe. South Node is where you've come from, what is familiar from a past life. So what is familiar, right? So whatever sign the South Node in is familiar. Mine is in Scorpio. So when these Scorpio people show up, I'm familiar with that bullshit, right? Like I've done it. And it's karmic if it's conjuncting degree-wise my North Node, my South Node. South Node, you come in with that knowledge. So the South Node is always opposite 6 months of the North Node, Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus. So you go to your North Node. You have to consider house placements as well and incorporate it. It's like makeup, foundation, eyeshadow, everything. So you have to incorporate it. The North Node is what you're striving to do, okay? The North Node is what you are striving to become. It is said that you get off of your chart when you hit your North Node. So a Taurus North Node is learning how to independently support themselves without anybody trying to distract them from being independent. To build. They will not inherit. They will not get it, even if they come from money. They will have to do the work themselves. Voila. So that's it. Yeah. I think my North Node's in Virgo. Well, then you read the sign, you look at the house and the other planets. So there you go. Okay, now I'm leaving because I have, once again, thank you so much, Jackie. Look what I got. Look what I got, you all. Try this. Delicious. That's where I'm going. Okay, peace out, you all. Mwah. Peace out. Peace out. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to delete this video. I'll leave it up for a day and then I'm shutting it down. Okay, bye. Bye, you guys. Thanks. I'm not venting anymore on here. I have to let go of this. I'm having a breakdown publicly, but I'm not. I'm good. Okay, bye.